Hello and welcome to a Flowcat Straight. How's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired today. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a pretty busy day today, so I'm a little tuckered, but I'm here. I'm here. It's also very hot outside, and I'm already at the point where I'm like, did I really want summer that bad? Did I really want the warm weather that bad? I don't think so. But hello, everybody. We have Too Spooky, Big Red, Exhausted Axolotl. Hello. We're gonna be doing Genshin today. It is a Genshin day. And yeah, I made a short today. I'm proud of myself for that. I'm gonna try to do that more often. It's a lot easier without having to download like the entire stream, which is what I was doing before. So being able to stream like screen record from my phone, that works really well. Let me get Genshin booted up. And yeah, we're pretty much just gonna wander around, do quests, and probably a bunch of random crap. Wait, what's this? There's like some update thing. It's not the patch day or anything. No, it's not. Right? No, that's not. Wait, is it the patch day? It's the 23rd. Oh, crap. I think it is. Is the game live? Is the game not even live right now? Am I... Guys, I know what's going on, I promise. Wait, there's an update. Well, yeah, 3.7. I'm downloading the update right now, so my stream is gonna start like buffering randomly. Yeah, I'm downloading 3.7 right now. Oh. I'm a little worried that the game is like under maintenance right now. I think it might actually be under maintenance. I'm not sure how to check the... Let me go to the Twitter. Wow, wouldn't that be heckin' awkward if I'm like... If I start my stream and the maintenance is just going on. Okay, let me... Oh my gosh, they tweet so much. Oh, more stuff about Karara. She has a press and a hold. Okay, that's what it is. Her skill has a press and a hold. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on here. I don't know what all this is. A lot of it's just like, okay, preview, yeah, okay. What? Whoa. Pre-installation is available with the patch notes. Okay, we can look at the patch notes. I'll read those real quick on stream, see if there's anything good. Scrolling. I'm still scrolling. Oh my gosh, they tweet so much. What the... Okay, here it is. No, it's like tomorrow. Okay, so it's just pre-installation. Okay. All right, I know what's going on. I'm aware. I got it all figured out. You know what I mean? Welcome, everybody. Here, I'm trying to get all my windows figured out here. All right, so I'm gonna go through the patch notes since we're here. Yeah, I think it's just pre-installation. I think the update is... Well, I can't even tell. With UTC stuff, it could be today. I actually have no idea. But whatever. All right, you know what? If my stream is a little choppy, I'm sorry. It's just downloading the update. It's like 70% done, so. Wait, where's my patch notes? This isn't patch notes. That was just the pre-installation update notice. See more details here. Okay, wait. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I got it. Her E is so cute. I might try to do like a quick few pulls to get her or something, but we'll see. I doubt it though. Okay, wait. I have it all set up for like Tears of the Kingdom crap. Give me a second. Okay. And then this is way too tiny. Wow, that was a lot. Oh. Okay, well, now it's just freaking out. Give me a second. Hey, Nat. Okay, what is... Stop. There. Is that... Yeah, that's fine. It's whatever. So we have the new Dendro character. Uses a sword. Her skill is Meow Tier Kick. Nice. Deals AoE Dendro damage, also temporarily applying Dendro to herself. Oh, so you can self-apply Dendro now. So you can do, like, self-procking bloom teams with her. Okay, and it creates a shield as well. When attaining a new shield, the shields will be stacked and the duration will be reset. Holding the skill will make her go into box mode, where she can do the climbing and stuff and all that. Her stamina consumption from climbing is increased? Shouldn't it be like decreased? Shouldn't she consume less? I don't know. Maybe it would be too overpowered if she like... I don't know. But that's her skill though, which is kind of cool. Her burst is literally just an attack which spawns bombs which explode. So that's probably like a 40 cost burst. Welcome everybody. If you're hanging out, you want to drop a like on the stream, that would help me out greatly. And you can, you know, subscribe if you haven't, and you know, all that wonderful stuff. It's so good. Praying you get Miko in 30 pulls, because that's all I have. Good luck. I wish you the best. Oh yeah, we get a ton of new cards. We get like all the Archon cards. There's new monster cards. New action cards. Oh my god, that's a lot. 20 new open world players. Wow, that's kind of a lot. What is this? Oh, that's an event. Okay. Other additions, new recipe, new name cards. Wait, what? Oh my god, I literally just made a video about this. Sort of, not really, but like this was, look at this. Added a gadget quick swap function. After adding I can't speak. After adding gadgets to the quick swap menu, hold the gadget icon to quick swap gadgets. So you can swap between 4 gadgets at once. Now. Which is, I thought they were going to give us a gadget in Fontaine that was going to let us hotkey gadgets, but this is better. Well, that's nice. Okay, I don't really care about this stuff. Oh boy, that's a lot of adjustments for... Yeah, I just mentioned this and I was like, wow. Okay, well, here it is. Well, here it is. I think this was actually out before I made that video, which makes me feel a little bit of like, I feel a little bit like a clown, but you know, it's okay. Hello, Vaughn. Okay. I don't understand a lot of this stuff. I don't play TCG a lot, so not a lot of the fixes mean anything to me. So this is normal gameplay stuff. Whoa. There was an enemy that could destroy Venti's burst. That's kind of ridiculous. I'm glad they fixed that. Okay. Okay. Okay, none of these are super crazy. A lot of like general fixes, but nothing like super exciting. The Bat God cards are here. Who the heck Venti Birds? Oh, let's see what's here. Okay. Okay. Yep. So pretty much the gadget thing is like the big deal. What the? Well, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be nice to do. I didn't mean to full screen my freaking OBS. There we go. Huh. I'm a fortune teller. Well, you see, I think it's like the opposite of a fortune teller because I think that this patch note, the patch notes were out. Let me check. When did they drop these? Today at 7 p.m. Oh, I got ahead of it. Let me check the article just 1 hour ago. Yes, I was ahead of it. I'm a fortune teller. I can predict the future. I can predict like 1 day into the future. It's a brilliant skill. Hey, Wolf Warrior. All right, I'm getting Genshin booted up. It's you again. Welcome, welcome. Pretty much just a new 4-star character. This patch is just one new character to play around with. Yeah, yeah. And that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that there's not a lot of crazy crap they're dumping in on us because I need some patches to like save Primo Gems, to build characters, to farm artifacts, do all that fun stuff before we hit Fontaine. I am not comfortable with the level of investment with a lot of my characters that we got. Is it maintenance right now? At least Primos. Because I started my stream and I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, I suck. I suck at this. This is fun. Welcome everybody. Stop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, mine. So for me, it's probably like, I think it's usually 11. Let me check. I'm so bad at time zone stuff is so confusing for me. So let's see here. I think for me it is like 10 or 11 p.m. EST. So that would be probably an hour and a half or 2.5 hours. Yeah. At least we get Primos, right? Impromptu Tears of the Kingdom stream. It could be, but I have to literally go get it. Like I took the Switch back upstairs, so I gotta go back upstairs and get it. I can. I don't know what to do. We could just chat, I guess. We can do a face cam stream. Does that sound fine enough to everybody? Can't stop the vibe. even with maintenance. I may be the only person wanting this stream right now. What do I do with my hands? Yeah, sometimes it does come out a little earlier. That's true. We'll see. We'll see. If it does come out, then, you know, we'll jump in and we'll play. If it doesn't, by the time I get too bored of waiting for it, then we'll just... then we'll just, you know, call it what it is. Can't wait for Hydro Traveler shouting hydrate. Yes. Yes. Does everyone agree with me that Hydro MC is probably going to be a healer? Like Hydro main character, probably be a healer. I think that's probably pretty likely to be the case. Ugh, water. I've been making an effort to not drink as much tea at night, to like swap to water after a certain point, and it's good. Most likely. Moisturize. Exactly. Gotta stay moisturized. You gotta stay focused, flourishing. Like literally, if it's just like Lumines shouting like, flourish, hydration, that would be great. Healer shielder that applies hydro same time would be nice, like Baiju. Yeah, like so that's what I was thinking. There's a chance it'll be that, or it'll be, because you could, if it's a hydro shield, you can basically say that's a bubble. So they could say that it's a fragile shield because it's a bubble, but when you pop it, it heals you or something. Probably one of the elements of the MC has to be healing. I would agree. And also that would help a lot with, like, okay, early game. Barbara is not terrible. She's not bad. She's not even like with Carrara. Since Carrara applies Dendro to yourself, you can probably use Barbara and Carrara to do like a self-bloom team where like you can apply Dendro to yourself and then have Barbara skill going and just swap between your characters, and every time you swap characters you spawn a Dendro core. I think that'll probably work, but you know, Barbara doesn't work for every team composition, and so having like a different hydro healer that doesn't apply hydro all the time on you would be really nice. Good thing Carrara is Dendro. If she was hydro, then you could say her. That's funny. I wanna know what her burst cost is. I'll have to look at Carrara's kit when I get into the game. Jinyan E to self-ignite. Yeah, there's like a lot of self elemental application is more consistent, but has a lower ceiling than applying. So like if you have a bloom team, you can end up in a situation where all your enemies are shielded and you're not able to proc blooms, and that can be a real big issue. But if you're able to apply the element to yourself, then as long as you have your teammates alive, you can proc elements on yourself and proc those reactions. So like there's like self overload teams and stuff like that exist. Burst cost someone who's from Inazuma, 80, probably 90. I don't know. Carrara's burst is literally just an attack, so I would be willing to bet that it's not that high. It's probably, I would believe, between 40 and 60. The highest I would believe is 60 for her burst, since it's literally just, it's one attack. Well, I mean, it's multiple attacks, but it's like Chongyun's burst. You like pop into the field, you execute it, and you're gone. Which is nice though, because it looks like a really good, quick way to apply a ton of Dendro, which is something that we don't have a lot of. So, you know, more of that would be good. Carrara does sound like she's probably pretty useful based on just a quick reading of her talent descriptions, but I would need to look at her kit in game to like see. I doubt she's probably gonna be like really good for utility in certain aspects, but like people are probably gonna want to try to build teams where it's like a Sayu driver team where like some people want to you know, do that, and you probably can, but it's probably not gonna be super strong. R5 Skyrider sword. Oh yeah, she's a sword user. That's hilarious. Ugh. That's funny. Yeah, and since she's a sword user, she can use the key. No, the key won't be useful. What's that other one called? The one that came out with Kazuha. I don't even have it. It's, oh man, I can't remember the name of that sword. The sword that came out with Kazuha, it's like an EM buffing sword with EM substats. I can't remember the name of it. I don't have it. But that sword would be really good for her. So yeah, there's probably a lot of free-to-play options for weapons that Karara can use. And I don't really know what she would use for her. Probably the umbrella. No, not the umbrella. Elegy, yes. Elegy. No wait. Well, that's the umbrella. No wait. Sorry, that's the bow. Elegy for the end is the bow. Or elegy of the end. Elegy for the end. Whatever. That's the bow. There's a sword. Isn't it called the Freedom Sword? Sworn? Freedom Sworn? Isn't that what it's called? Freedom Sworn? I think that's what it is. Yeah. So that'll probably be her like best in slot. I'd be willing to bet. And then she probably will be good with whatever that Dendro set is. Deepwood. Yeah, Deepwood Memories would be good for her. Yeah. Yep. Just straight chilling. Probably make her DPS with sacrificial sword if her E is like size. Yeah, you probably could. I was thinking if you wanted to, because she applies Dendro when she hits enemies, and it probably does some damage, but the way that you can amplify that is by turning her into a, like, I'm thinking either a Quick Bloom or a Burgeon driver. Like, she could drive both of those teams if she can apply a lot of Dendro. Kaveh or like, wow, he requires a lot of like on-field presence though. Although she does provide a shield for her teammates, but you have to choose between the tap or the hold skill. I would have to see her kit. Sacrificial sword will probably be useful for her, but I'm thinking that, like, I don't know. Already have Sayu, Kazuha, and Rosaria ready. All it needs is Karara breaking the sound barrier at night. That's funny. That's funny. I'll like do the trial, you know. I'll like look at her kit and everything, and I may even try like a couple pulls to see if I just get lucky and get her at C0 or whatever. But I'm definitely planning on not pulling until Fontaine. Like, I'm gonna be basically just saving. That is my plans. I don't think we'll probably see one more new unit before Fontaine, other than Karara. Sapwood Blade? Is that the one that drops the leaf? That probably would be a good option for her, yeah. Yeah. For sure. Psst. Would you like the stream, please? Thanks. I guess we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna sit here and wait. If only Traveler could change weapons. Yeah, but that would be so hard to balance, really. That would be so hard to balance. I guess they could just hope and pray that it doesn't break anything. But like, because I can see the benefit, but also they would have to develop, like, the skills would either have to be so general, so basic that the weapon doesn't matter, or I don't know. I guess the skills and bursts for the traveler are already kind of basic, and since they're sort of like these general things, you could imagine them using a different weapon, but I don't know. You're excited when you get Yomi. Yeah, good luck, King Flame. I hope your polls go well for you. Yeah, and sort of like the siblings have like a legendary weapon or whatever that they're supposed to use. Would be cool if each element had a different weapon. Yeah, that's kind of like what they're doing with Star Rail, right? Like physical MC has a bat, and then like fire MC has a spear or whatever. Yeah, that would have been interesting. But I think they wanted more for like they probably wanted it more so for the story purpose of it, that like the fighting style of the traveler wouldn't change dramatically over the course of time. Like you add elements and stuff, but overall like the fighting style doesn't just like transform into random, because like let's say the traveler could use a bow, then anytime that requires a bow in a story moment, if the traveler doesn't just pull out a bow and take care of it, it's kind of weird. Then it's like, well, the traveler knows how to do that, so why didn't they just do that? I feel like it's just weird for the writing, maybe. I don't know. They just decided to keep it simple. And there will probably be some kind of like legendary sword that the traveler gets. And it'll probably be like a 5-star weapon that we get from like the story, and you can maybe like only the main character can wield it or something will probably be the restriction. Or like it'll have a passive that only the traveler can use or something like that. Inazuma peeps asking for traveler to teach them archery, but traveler uses dull sword. Yes. Yeah, the dull blade thing is kind of just funny at this point. It's just comedic. It's like, can you do anything with? Can you get a better sword? You've opened a billion chests. You're this world famous hero. You can't just get a better sword. It's so weird. I feel like it would make more sense for them to give us just like some random like if the weapon fit the nation that we're in, even if it's always a sword. If it's like you go to Inazuma and it's, instead of a dull blade, it looks like a blade from Inazuma or something. That would have been cool, but it's fine. It's fine, I guess. I want to know who made that decision though. Like who was sitting there and they're like doing this crazy animation and boss fight, or like they're doing the fight animations, and they're like, I think a dull blade is the perfect choice for this. I think it really accentuates the underdog mentality of the traveler. Like, what? Hey, if you guys don't like the stream, I'm gonna start throwing hands. I'm gonna start throwing punches. I'm for real. But the vibe will end immediately. I'll start taking people out left and right. Hi, Cryocar. Welcome. I don't know if you noticed, but I put a bigger colored box around my thumbnail this time. Already did. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this thumbnail, the colored box, it's bigger. Very proud of myself for that. Making big strides in my abilities here. Making lots of the differences. Can we at the very least get weapon transmogrification? I want Aminoma design over what Iron Sting looks like. That would be interesting. I don't know if they would ever do something. Well, maybe they would. I don't know. It's hard to understand. Like with gacha mechanics and stuff, it's always a little bit finicky with like stuff like that, because you're technically the characters and the weapons and stuff are like products. So if you can just get like a skin of the product, does that devalue the original thing? Fawn is back. It's been a while. Yeah, it has been a long time. I hope you've been well. It's always good to see people that I haven't seen in a long time. It's like how the Traveler used Geo and Animo against Child just for him to also use 2 elements at the same time. Then we get the another character. Yeah. That was a cool fight though. I did like that. Child is pretty awesome. He's like he's such an obnoxious person, but his backstory is really cool. And it's like, well, I don't know. Like, I don't really like Child's personality or anything, but I do like his backstory, and I like how much he loves his family. I like his dedication to his family a lot. I just don't like him. Does that make sense? Best toy salesman. Yes, he's very good at that. Polar Star on Tartagula looks out of place. Rather have Rust design with him. I can understand your thinking. It's just with the actual mechanics of gacha game design, it's a little... Okay, instead of a transmog system, I think skins are much more likely, like actual skins. But even then, I'm not sure because they don't show much drive with character skins. Like they barely put out character skins, like once every 6 months or whatever. They could definitely put those out faster, but they just don't seem to want to. You like him as a rival? He is a good rival. He's a good, like, he's not like a bad guy, but he's on the bad guy team or whatever, you know? So for the story purposes, it makes him really convenient, and he's good for the, he is good as kind of like a pseudo antagonist or whatever. Friendly rival. Yeah, like in Pokemon, how you have your the butthead, the guy that you name Butt, and or like, you know, whatever you named him. Frenemy. Been busy deep into the Pari lore. Yeah, you know what? I've been doing that stuff, and we started doing that stuff on stream, and I was actually pretty surprised at how much lore they give for that. Like, it's pretty interesting to get more of an actual understanding of, like, on the ground what happened for the Calamity and stuff. I really enjoyed that. So I'm not even done with it, but it's it seems like a pretty good arc, like a little good exploration / story arc. I like the way it's refreshing that the Pari speak so elegantly in comparison to when you get so used to, like, the Aranara, which are like eye bug, lake, pond, tree, bug, pond, IR, the leaf. And you're like, oh my god. And then you go over to the Pari, and they're like, well, back in my forefathers' day, we guarded these lands from all manner of evil. And you're like, oh, this is refreshing. I can understand what the heck you're saying. Nice. It's just easier to read, in my opinion. The Aranara were really cute, but they were also like, it got so painful to read what they were saying because it's like brain rot. But they are very cute. Anyway. Okay. Has anyone noticed that the Traveler upgraded to Silver Sword? Did they actually upgrade to Silver Sword? I did not notice. I'm being honest. The Dull Blade and the Silver Sword, I think look rather similar. So, but that would be, you know, better. Imagine Child just saying, "Smell you later." Smell you later, girly. From 1 star to 2 star. Let's go. Yet another world quest. Whose greater lore dump over the art. Yeah, exactly. Like, they really do love just dumping massive lore in these random side quests, and you do them and your, like, brain is blown up. Aranara language kind of childlike. Yeah, it is. And it's like, it's fine. It's just that there's so much of it. Like, there's just so much of it. It gets hard to read, especially when you're streaming it and stuff like that. It's a lot. But with, like, with the Pari, I don't feel like I have to like transpose what they're saying. You know what I mean? With the Aranara, you kind of have to interpret what they're saying because they don't directly say anything. They give you a lot of hints and they give you a lot of like context and stuff, but none of it is like them like your brother was here or your sister was here and they did this. Like they talk about the golden, you know, whatever and stuff. And so you have to like you have to almost translate what they're saying as you're reading it, which can be it's a lot of work. Silver Sword, I think, was only event cutscenes. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, but yeah. What do you think of Charlotte's design? The first Fontaine character that they showed off. I'm curious what you guys think. I think she looks like a 4-star, which isn't a bad thing. I think she has a pretty cute design. Golden Nara save Varuna. Yeah. It's a bit disappointing, but I usually avoid world quests due to them lore dumping in some of them. Oh, really? You don't like the lore dumps? It's a fear of getting stuck in a long world quest. Oh, okay. I see. You have one R&R quest left and your brain was fried. I will say the reward at the end was pretty good. Like, you go around at the end and you just get showered in primos and you're like, bless me so much. She looks cute, though I don't expect much kit-wise. Yeah, I don't know what vision is she? Is she Hydro Vision? I can't see a vision off the rip. Let me go look at some art. I think they posted a couple pictures of her, so I can look at those. Let's see if I can find a vision. Man, I am scrolling. So much scrolling. Holy mother. Okay, I scrolled too far, I think. Look up Charlotte from Honkai 3rd and look at the new bow. She's a 2-star stigmata. Oh, is Charlotte an actual character, like one of the whatever the stigmatas in Honkai? That's actually kind of interesting. We get to see her in before she's just a memory card or whatever the heck it's. I can't find art of Charlotte. I can't. I'm scrolling through the Twitter and it's just like a bunch of random crap. You wouldn't mind if they had some voice acting in them. You know, I think that's a fair point. It is a lot easier when you can just hit that autoplay button and it's like a movie. Like that's what I like about the Archon quests at this point, is that it really is just pretty much a movie and you can just sort of like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Here, I'm gonna pop out this banner for 3.7 and I'm gonna like see if I can scroll, like zoom in on this image of Charlotte. I think she has a vision right on front, like the vision looks like it's on her collar, unless that's not a vision. I can't really tell from the distance, but it looks like she has a Hydra vision, like just on like her little collar thing. Maybe that's not a Hydra vision. I can't tell you, to be honest. It's on her thigh, I think. What element is she? It's still in maintenance, Sag. But yeah. Anyway. I feel like we're probably gonna get like cryo. Okay. I feel like we'll probably get a lot of hydro, cryo, dendro units in Fontaine, probably. But yeah, that's just a guess, a total guess. I would like at least 5 or 6 more hydro units. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm being greedy. I want a lot more hydro options. We need it. It would be a lot better for the game if they could pump out more hydro. So I've been doing some stuff on the side, by the way. I've been working on the potential of acquiring housing in the sense that I might own and property. I'm thinking about buying a house. So I've been looking around. I need more hydro characters for sure. Yeah, I think it's important for them to, because like it's just some hydro units work for certain teams but not for others, and for the sake of variety it just would help so much, like to have more options of different kinds, you know. Like Xingqiu applies a lot of hydro on single target or like on small groups of enemies if they're close together, but we also need AoE application. Of course. Are you missing a title? Oh, you're 100% missing. I would not doubt for a second that there's a title that you're missing there. The Traveler has already gotten so many titles, and some of them are you know, like completely random. Hey Shane, welcome. Yeah, so this is gonna be just a face cam, pretty much. I'm just gonna chill, and we're just gonna chat until Genshin may or may not go live, because I was not aware that maintenance is literally happening right now. Yeah. So if I find something that works, I may buy some property this year. And if I do that, then I would be able to have a way better streaming situation. And I would be able to probably have like my own like little office for it. The only thing I'm worried about for Fontaine is the Abyss cycle. Oh, slowing waters. Oh, I really don't want that. Slowing waters is the most painful of all the debuffs. But actually, you know what's really funny? Karara, if she applies Dendro to your characters, that would cleanse that pretty easily. Although it's really easy, like the crappy thing about slowing waters is that like if you get the debuff and then you use a skill and then you cleanse it, you still have the increased cooldown for that skill because you used the skill before you cleansed slowing waters. So you have to be very careful with it. Isn't the housing market pretty bad right now? Yeah, but it's not getting better is kind of the issue. I've been waiting for it to get better for like a year and a half. I wanted to look earlier, but I missed the initial like COVID boom of moving because I didn't have the resources. I didn't have the opportunity then, basically. In or out of state, in state. I'm gonna be staying in Ohio. I like Ohio for the most part. I don't like the politics here, but I like the small town vibes in a lot of areas, and I like that the property value is very consistently rising in a way that I can predict that my assets will be worth more money than they are now when I get them, if I get them. Yeah, so Most your teams require Xingqiu or Kokomi. Exactly. See, they either require an AoE Hydro applicator, Kokomi, or they require a single target applicator, Xingqiu. And that's the issue with Hydro, is that we need more options. We can't rely on Kokomi and Xingqiu for everything. Like, I love, you know, they're both great characters, but like we need more options. We need desperately more options. And it's kind of funny because I think if you look at the overall roster, I think we already have more Hydro units than we have like any other element. I think I'm not sure about that. That's just a random guess, but it feels like we have quite a few Hydro options compared to other elements. But I could be wrong. I haven't counted, so. Chongyun and Candace stonks. Would be surprised if a lot of domains in Fontaine have slowing water as a debuff. Probably. Maybe. I would be happy if they just got rid of slowing waters. If that just never existed, I would be a-okay with that. That one weapon domain in Mondstadt, the weapon ascension domain that you have to farm in Mondstadt. Oh my god. I think for probably the first year that I played the game, I would always take Ganyu in there and just not even with that mechanic. Yeah, it's hard to find teams that can function with slowing waters, you know. Increase the difficulty of the game. Put slowing water on all of Fontaine. When it rains, if it rains in Fontaine, slowing waters. If you step in a puddle, slowing waters. If someone spits on you, slowing waters. So what is slowing waters? So go to the weapon ascension domain in Mondstadt. It's when you have, it's the Hydro debuff. So it's basically spooky Hydro. You get Hydro on you, and then if you use a skill or a burst, I don't know what the exact number is. It increases the cooldown of your skills and bursts, but I don't know what it is. Is it double it, or is it like 50% more? It's a lot. Like it can like with Child, if Child gets slowing waters and then you max out his skill duration, his cooldown is like 3 minutes or something stupid. It's so ridiculous. It's so painful. C2 Chongyun just to counter slow waters. See, C2 Chongyun does not counter it, but he does help. The way that you counter slowing waters is you use a cleanse. You need a cleanse. So like Jean can cleanse. Anyone that can apply an element to you to clear that element off, like, so if it's Hydro, Jean will swirl the element off of you. If you have Karara, she will bloom the element off of you. She'll produce a bloom core, and that bloom core will clear the slowing waters off of you. Xinyan, I think, applies Pyro to you. Beidou applies Electro to you. But Beidou's Electro application is very short, and so I don't think it actually cleanses well. It's like barely anything. I don't know. Do we have Electro self application? Does anyone apply Electro? Does Dory do that? Dory does that. Okay. That's actually important. You see, so Dory can cleanse you from it too, probably. Yeah, cleansing is not talked about super often, but it becomes really important, specifically with slowing waters, because like honestly, a lot of teams become 100% unplayable. Like if you have slowing waters and you're doing a quick swap team, you can't you just stand there and you're like, well, I guess I'll just be useless. I know what you're talking about, Frozen Abyss. I hate that place. I mean, D-Luke, and I spent you know, the talent book domain. So what I was talking about was the weapon ascension domain, where you have slowing waters, and it's just a bunch of Hydro enemies. It's like a bunch of Hydro slimes and Hydro abyss mages. There is that cryo domain the talent ascension domain in Mondstadt, where you have the ice pillars that fall on you and all the cryo enemies. I took Dia in there, and it was like a stroll through the park. It was like there were like the beautiful thing with Dia's a bit like it's not reliant on a shield, so there's an infinite limit to the resist interrupt in terms of damage. You can take as much damage as you want, and you will still resist the interrupt. So yeah, having Dia in there was really nice. You could just swap to different characters and do whatever you want, and like the icicles were just pummeling me, and I was just like, I don't care. I didn't even have to dodge because the damage absorption from Dia mitigated a lot of the damage from the icicles falling on me. Yeah. The only bad thing is that I think a lot of the enemies in there have a shield. So you have to have someone who's good at shield breaking on your team, because Dia can't do damage through a shield. She can with it, like if you cast her skill, it'll do damage, but like, or obviously her burst, but like the procs of her skill, you have to do, it's like Albedo, you have to do damage to proc her skill. So if you hit a shield and technically don't do damage, then you don't do any proc of her skill. That's one place where I just solo Ito and actually enjoy Crystallize. You know what? Ito is also fantastic there. You're right. That's a very good point. Does Burgeon or Hyperbloom damage ice shielding? It should. I believe it does. I would have to check that, but so okay. Damage does affect shields. The amount of damage you do does affect a shield. It's just that the element is so much more important. Burgeon does Dendro damage, right? I would have to test that actually. Oh man, that would be kind of hard to test, wouldn't it? You would have to find an enemy that you could bloom off of, and then they would put up an ice shield. I guess like the ice lava churls, you might be able to test it on those guys. Both do Dendro. Yeah, both do Dendro damage. I think Burgeon does force damage, but I'm not sure about that. Hyperbloom might not do damage to it, but it's like part of an electro reaction. So you're likely to be doing Superconduct anyway. So like Superconduct does a lot of damage to ice shields. If Burgeon doesn't do, well, you also have Pyro Application, which when you do Burgeon, you do Pyro Application. So, I mean, outside of that Pyro Application, if Burgeon doesn't do force damage, like impact damage, then it wouldn't break ice shields. I was wondering because I was thinking of a counter to that Baptist enemy, and in case it's just about this. Let's see. Dendro counters Hydro, Electro, and then you need like Pyro and Hydro, or let's see, wait. My brain just stopped working. Usually for me, if I have a Dendro character and let's see, I think you need Dendro and Pyro or Dendro and Hydro. But if you have Dendro and Hydro, you can't counter ice unless you have like a Claymore character. I wonder if Geo is actually really good at countering the Baptist guy. The Baptist guy is kind of annoying because his shield only goes down for like a very limited period. So you have to think about your damage windows, and you have to set up accordingly. So he gets easier to fight over time as if you go and like practice, but yeah, it's a little bit annoying. It's one of those enemies that really punishes you if you're doing like a mono team or something like that. Like if you're doing a team that doesn't have a lot of different elemental flexibility, then you're gonna get screwed over. I was using Ayato, Dia, Kuki, Nahida. Oh yeah, that's a good team. That's a good team. That's a really good team. You worry about his ice shield and hard content. Well, see, in hard content, the shield shouldn't be harder to break. He will just have more health. At least that's as far as I'm aware. The shields aren't tankier. It's the health for Abyss enemies. I could be wrong. It's still important to know how to break it, but I don't think you have to apply extra effort. Did the Baptist get put into Abyss? I don't think so, but I think people are worried about it. I just read the patch notes, but I skipped through the Abyss stuff because I don't really read it. I don't care about Abyss changes. I usually bring a Catalyst, Dendro, Rainbow against Baptist. Yeah, I really like having Baiju because he can just poop and just poke the Hydro one and it's gone, and then just poke the Electro one and it's gone, and that makes my life a lot easier. Baiju isn't like the best driver ever, but he is really good for when you need to like when you need to just pump out some Dendro real quick and like take down a shield or whatever. It's really helpful. Geo takes away 0.5 gauge for every reaction on shield. Yeah, Geo would be good if you had Ito. Ito is pretty good against ice shields because he has crystallize and he also does, impact damage. So like, that's another like Xinyan does impact damage as well as pyro damage, like pyro application. So she's really good against ice shields. Dia's good against ice shields, although it's mostly her burst that's good against ice shields and not really her skill, because what I mentioned earlier. Electro application's pretty good against ice. The fact that they added the consecrated beasts the same patch they released them in the open world, they're most definitely adding that avatar. Oh, you're right. That's a good point. I wouldn't be surprised if when I boot the game up, if I go to the Abyss, the Baptist is just there like slapping people in the face, just like Ito team for a backup. Then I would recommend it. I mean, you won't have to worry about, because he does have like sort of an RNG aspect, right? Doesn't he pick random elements sometimes? He only has 3 that he picks, right, out of 4. So like he can pick Hydro, Cryo, Pyro, and Electro, right? But he only picks 3, I think, per battle. So there's 1 missing all the time. And if you have Ito, it doesn't matter what he picks because you will just be doing it. Baptist promotes using rainbow comps, which is perfectly tailored for Nahida. Yeah, it's also tailored for just the general way that they're pushing the game. They're pushing for more like just making the rainbow comps a little more important, like having more variation in your elemental composition creates more of a roadblock if you're like a mono element player or something like that, which I think is kind of like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, mono teams other than Geo. I don't think that the game was designed for people to use mono teams. I mean, you can, and usually it does work. I just think you have to put so much more investment into your characters, and reactions do literally just like double your damage most of the time. So like, you might as well use them, I suppose. Both Burgeon and Hyperbloom is the most effective comp. Yeah, I've been having a really good time with my Burgeon team. It's Baiju, Mona, Dia, Ayato, and you could swap out the Hydro units in that composition, but that one's been really good. It's very good at countering him. I always have an option to counter him. Riding National against the Baptist is your best bet. Yeah, probably. It's I mean, my biggest gripe with the Baptist is just how short of a window you get to do DPS. Like, I wish they gave us a little bit of a longer window to like smack him a couple times, because like if I try to set up my Burgeon it like usually I don't have enough time to like pull it off before. I don't know. Have I pulled any of the limited characters? No. In Honkai Star Rail, no. I lost my 50-50 on what's her face, Sealy, and I got Bailu E1, and I just never got a limited character. I kept pulling and farming and stuff for a little bit, but then I gave up. But I also wasn't that interested. Like, I probably could have farmed harder. I probably could have, maybe I might have been able to get a limited unit, but no, all I have is Bronya and Bailu E1. That's it. Other than like some 4 stars. Tried for Sealy but failed. Yeah, I was a little bit sad that I didn't get Sealy, but it's okay. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I'm not sure why people are so hyped about Star Rail. If I'm being totally honest with you, I don't know. I'm just not motivated to play. I just don't feel motivated to play the game. I guess because it's something to do. I have plenty of things to do. I'm not hurting for games to play, you know what I mean? Like, I got Project Zomboid, I got Genshin, I've got Tears of the Kingdom, I've got, let me just open up Steam real quick and list off a number of games here that I like playing. Hades is a really good game, which I don't play nearly enough, so I could play more of that. Sons of the Forest is a great game. Obviously, you got like Stardew Valley. No Man's Sky is a fantastic game. They just had some new updates. I don't have nearly enough time to play all that. Deep Rock Galactic is a fantastic game. I don't play nearly enough. Dead Cells actually recently had a big Castlevania update, which I was super excited about, but I haven't even opened the game since that update came out because I don't have enough time to play it. Monster Hunter, love that game. Literally, Stev was trying to make me play Hollow Knight for like years, and I still haven't even touched Hollow Knight, and it's just sitting there. So like, I'm not hurting for stuff to do, you know what I mean? Like, I play games not because I'm bored, but because like it's the game that I want to be playing. My luck for Sealy was crazy. Oh yeah, King Flame you got super lucky. I think it's people being burned out from Genshin, so they prefer Star Rail. You see, I get that, but the game, it's the same damn game. It's the same. It's like, it's less content. Like there's nothing to do. It is literally like, I don't know. I forgot about Deep Rock. Yeah, Deep Rock is great. I love that game. I just don't have enough time to play it. 3.7 is mostly go play Star Rail. It's like it's a saving patch. Like there's always patches that are meant to be like for saving and for building and for doing that stuff. If every single patch had like 2 new units out, people would burn out even faster. Like, especially for people that are not whales. Like, you can't have a patch, like a banger patch every patch. That's just not realistic. That's not how the human psyche works. People won't even keep up. Like, people would just fall off, and then you got like less and less people at the very end game, and then you got, you know, whatever. You got super lucky, Sealy, Welt, Clara, and Bailu. Yeah, I just have Bailu and Bronya. I mean, I'm glad I got Bronya, but I think it's because Hoyoverse quality with vertical progression, everyone will cool down in a month. 3.7 is legit just one new character, and Hoyo clearly trying to funnel. I don't. Again, I think you're. The thing that I always feel with you, Vaughn, is like I understand. I understand what you're saying, and what you were saying is technically correct. But the way that you frame it is just. I just can't see eye to eye with your framing. Yes, it is a patch with virtually nothing in it, and thank God. Like, I don't want a huge patch. I'm so far behind on Genshin combat, on content. Like, I need to be catching up, building characters, saving primos. Castlevania update, my boy Trevor and Dead Cells. I hope they have like a cool outfit for the Castlevania stuff. But yeah, it's supposed to bring like Castlevania style enemies, themed areas and stuff. It looks really cool. I just haven't had a chance to play it like at all. Eventually it's going to hit home that the same problem will come in that game. And then see, that's what I keep thinking, but like people keep acting like that's not the case. Like, that's the thing that's bugging me more than anything, is that people bitch and bitch and bitch so much about Genshin, but then they jump over to Star Rail and like all of a sudden it's this perfect land of wonder and intrigue and majesty. And it's like, but you're literally shilling for the same thing that you complain about right now. Like, you are literally being a hypocrite in like real time, and it's like it just doesn't make sense to me. It would be one thing if people didn't have problems with Genshin and they just love Star Rail too, but a lot of these people on one hand are complaining about something that exists in Star Rail, but they're like ignoring it in Star Rail, and they're complaining about it with Genshin. Also, Honkai Star Rail is turn-based with gacha as a veteran. This thing, I can give it a best 5 months and power creeping. That's just, you can't say that. That is absolutely false. You can't just speculate that power creep is inevitable when their prior game has 0 power creep. There's no power creep in Genshin. So why would you assume that they're going to do the same thing in Star Rail just because it's turn-based? I mean, you don't have to pair it the way that I like. You can think of the game however you want. I don't care if you guys agree with me or not. I'm not here to like pair, like to make people just I'm not here to make mini-me's, okay? I want people to be honest with me about how they feel about the game and stuff. I just want to be honest with you that I disagree. Does that make sense? What if Honkai Star Rail gets Zenlist? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I do enjoy Star Rail, but Genshin is my bigger interest. Yeah, I mean, I think in maybe like 4 or 5 months, I might revisit Star Rail if there's more content, or maybe I don't know. I might just want to like play through some more story or something, but I'm not sure I'll want to. I don't know if I'll want to do any of the grind in order to do the story, is the issue that I'm kind of at with Star Rail. It's like, I feel like if I want to play through the story in Star Rail, maybe I should keep up with the dailies and stuff, but I just don't care. I don't care. And that's where it ends for me. It's like, well, I would play through the story, but I kind of don't want to deal with all the rest of it. Trust me, people will soon realize that you need a dolphin to even comfortably clear future content. That's something I'm gonna remember that, and we'll come back to that. We'll see. Let's wait a little bit and let's see if Star Rail remains free to play friendly. As far as I'm concerned, I did not spend I didn't buy any of the packs. I bought a single monthly $5 thing on Star Rail, and I didn't even log in for half of it. So like, I was basically free to play on Star Rail, and I did not feel like the game was that hard. It was challenging, but I cleared everything that I came across, you know what I mean? And everything that I couldn't clear, it was like, oh, I just need to like farm a little more. So I don't know about that. I'm too busy exploiting the duplication glitch in Tears of the Kingdom to care about people. That's funny. Honkai Impact 3rd had a power creep. Yes, but here's the thing. Honkai Third is a dead game. It's their like, it's a thing of the past. If you actually research the development history of Hoyoverse, Mihoyo, you learn that every time that they made a new game, they took the things that they learned from the last game and they moved forward. They are not the kind of company that just copy pastes their games. And yeah, so Honkai 3 was like their first big breakaway title. It's an older era gacha game, and Genshin is their modern gacha game, and now Star Rail as well. In Genshin, there's no power creep, and people always, like, it's been literal years, people are like, oh, Genshin's gonna have power creep, power creep, it's gonna happen, because look at Honkai 3, they have power creep. Well, the reason why Honkai 3 has power creep is because they started the game with power creep. Like, they can't stop power creeping once they start power creeping. That's the problem with it, is that once you condition the consumers and the audience members of this game to expect power creep, then they want the power creep. And if you don't provide the power creep, then your game dies. So that's the situation they found themselves in with Honkai Impact Third, and they were like, dang, that sucks. We really don't want to end up in that situation again. That's why in Genshin, they've been incredibly careful about putting out overpowered units, to the point where units arguably come out slightly underpowered and then get buffed by weapons, by other teammates, by artifacts, and they use long-term balancing systems in order to ensure that a variety of characters and teams are viable in order to beat the game. So in a way, Genshin is a gacha game that not only doesn't have power creep, but is incredibly free-to-play friendly, because you can use all the means and resources at your disposal as a free-to-play player to clear the content regardless of your luck. Because in other gacha games, if you didn't get lucky and you didn't get the appropriate characters, sometimes you literally could not beat the game. But in Genshin, it doesn't matter what you pull, you will be able to beat the game, which makes the gacha more of an accessory thing. It's less integral to the gameplay and to the game itself, I guess, than it is in like Honkai 3. Like, for instance, did you know that in Honkai 3 the Spiral Abyss is competitive? Like, to earn your Primo Gems in Honkai 3, you have to actually compete with other people. So if you don't pull the newest unit that does the most damage, then you are literally earning less in-game currency, because your in-game currency depends on how much damage you are able to do and how many enemies you are able to kill and how fast you're able to do that in relation to everyone else, including the Giga Whales. And there are individual brackets, so, you know, whatever, but the whales make more. The bigger brackets have bigger rewards, and the whales consume those brackets. And so then if you're a free-to-play or like a light spender, you have to compete in different brackets, but you're still competing against other people, which means that if you get really unlucky, then you are literally unable to farm Spiral Abyss. You are literally unable to get your Primo Gems from it. Is Genshin like that? Oh, it's not. Weird how that happens. It's almost like they realized that by power creeping and then basing your in-game rewards on your ability to keep up with the power creep is an incredibly toxic way of forcing players to continue the gameplay loop. Whew, that was long. I went off. It's easier to talk when I'm not just playing the game. I remember wanting to get back into Honkai. Like, okay, the story for Honkai Impact is really good, but like, I feel like the game is not accessible enough to new players to make it worth it. I tried to play Honkai Impact 3 for the story, and I felt like I got lost in the weeds of all the mechanics that, like, it got too consuming for me to want to do. It's very grindy. No, it'll happen. Power creep is going to happen. It's a turn-based game with gacha, just saying. But you can't say that because you're basing that off of something that hasn't happened yet. Like you're saying it will happen because it hasn't happened, but I know it will happen because I'm smart. Like that's your proof. Your proof is because I say so. Like there are other companies that power creep, but you can't use that as an example of power creep. The only, the one thing I will say is that they didn't do power creep in Genshin, and we have no idea if they will power creep in Honkai Star Rail. They could, but then they would be taking a step back in their development of games. So I just kind of disagree with you. I don't think that they will power creep at all. Honkai Star Rail, to be honest, will have similar power creep to Genshin, subtle increases that aren't noticeable, like comparable. Well, you see, the interesting thing about like quote unquote power creep in Genshin is that like there has been a sort of power creep, you're right, but it's like across the board. Like when they do a buff to Anemo character, when they did the EM changes, that made Sucrose better. It wasn't just for Kazuha. It wasn't just like when Kazuha came out, they did these EM reworks where they buffed swirl damage, overload damage, all that damage, and it was a huge deal. It made a big difference in the balance of the game, and it made Anemo characters a lot more useful for more than just crowd control. But Sucrose benefited from that, as well as Kazuha. So that's the thing about Genshin, is that when they increase the damage ceiling of the game, it's not just for one character. It's not just because one character came out and they're super uber strong. It's because, oh, an artifact came out and that enables more damage, or oh, this buffing character came out, which, whatever. Yeah, okay, so you see what I'm saying. It will def play into its popularity. If Honkai Star Rail does well, they will try not to power creep just to keep the player base high and content to continue to spend. Yeah, so if Honkai Star Rail never does power creep, then I would be willing to say that Hoyoverse has decided that power creep is just a bad business strategy, which is what I think. Because if you power creep, you are literally making your past work irrelevant. By power creeping, you were taking previous products that you were selling and you're saying that now these are garbage. You're devaluing your past work. And that's stupid business. That is dumb. That is incredibly stupid. Instead, by not power creeping like they've done in Genshin, they can continue to rerun these characters and continue to pull in good profits for banners that have, I mean, Ganyu came out forever ago, but she's like, this banner specifically, she didn't make that much money, but like in general, there are characters that continue to make money and continue to be pulled because even years after their release, they're still incredibly useful and incredibly powerful and good characters in the game. And that is the power of what they've been doing with Genshin, is that they have a continually expanding roster of useful characters, which also means that your team building potential has increased by magnitudes in which we've never seen in a gacha game before. In most gacha games, you have a couple of meta teams, and if you try to play outside the meta, you're screwed. You will literally fail. But in Genshin, you have a meta, but you also have an off meta, which functions very well in the process of clearing the game. Woo! They already nerfed Silverwolf. Oh, is that like beta information? That's funny. I would be willing to bet they're gonna play it safe with Star Rail. They might put out a couple like pretty overpowered characters at first, but then, it'll probably be like Sealy is probably going to be like Hu Tao. You know what I mean? Like Sealy will always be really strong. Don't BM my physical Zhongli. Oh, you good. Oh, thanks for the follows. I saw a couple follows there on Twitch. Thank you, Jade Empress and Rokami. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to keep track of both of these things at once, but all right, let's see what's going on here. I like this conversation we're having. It's pretty nice. I'm enjoying this. It buffed Sucrose and Beto, for example. Yeah, Beto got a big buff from that too. Like Electro units definitely needed that at the time. but they can also make said character more niche to utilize it. Let me explain why it's inevitable for a turn-based RPG to get power creep, unlike Genshin. Characters with more value or buffs or debuffs in a single skill or turn. See, I can understand where you're coming from, but that's the thing, is that like Hoyoverse with Genshin at least is they're very careful about power limits. Like if they have Bronya is a really good support, and I would be willing to bet that limited supports will be only slightly better than Bronya. Like Bronya is going to be like the gold standard for supports in Star Rail, and like for buffing supports especially. So like they would have to release a character that does what she does but literally better, like everything but better. You know what I mean? That would be power creep. I just wanted Geodaddy to be able to do damage sometimes. No. Physical Zhongli is pretty chill. It's funny. It's good stuff too. It works well. Like Cryo Zhongli actually does a lot of damage, surprisingly. Like if you get Shenhe and you do Chongyun and Zhongli together, it's actually kind of hilarious how much damage he does. Zhongli the Giga Chad. Yeah, he was. I mean, he was a warring god in his day. Before he was Grandpa Zhong, he was out there kicking butt, kicking tail, fighting wars, taking names. Let's see here. I will say this: certain comps got power crept in Genshin, like Electrocharge can't keep up with Hyper Bloom, so there is a form of power creep, just not directly on characters, but team comp instead. Okay, let me say this. If you have a team comp, okay, if you have an overload team, and then you add a hydro option, and then you're able to vape as well as overload, like I would say an overvape team is better than an overload team. And that's because the addition of hydro, you can still overload, but you can also vape. Does that make sense? And so that's what Dendro has done. It's added an extra layer to elemental reactions. So like if you're running an Electrocharge comp, maybe add in a Pyro character to get some vapes, to get some overloads on top of your Electrocharge. And that will help you boost out your damage output, which is again why the focus on soup teams has become more prevalent, because rather than focusing on just one really strong reaction, it's actually pretty effective now to stack reactions. Like stacking reactions used to not really be that powerful. Okay. Utility creep is more likely for Star Rail, like how once I got Japard, I stopped using March. Well, that's the same as in Genshin. I mean, like if you have Kazuha, you can use Sucrose on, like you can use March for your other team. You can use Sucrose for your other team, but if you have Kazuha, you're probably gonna just replace Sucrose. Not sure if you know this, but there was a translation error in Zhongli's backstory. Oh, what's that? I didn't know that. I'm curious now. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. You can join the Discord. I pinned the link in my YouTube chat. I'm also live on Twitch, obviously. The English version of the game had the lore stating that he was considered the god of war in his past, but that's incorrect. He was actually god of martial arts. Oh. Yeah, I was under the assumption that he was actually just like the god of war. Like, okay. God of martial arts. That would make more sense, I guess. But he was pretty aggressive in his youth, wasn't he? Like he did conquer a couple places, right? And like do stuff. But that is interesting. That's good to know. Translation teams have it hard because they really gotta get a lot right. All right, I'm trying to keep up with chat. You guys are going hard. Oh, that's true. Electrocharge does work really well in AoE, but Hyper Bloom is more of a single target. That's true. Honestly, as long as X character is viable, I'm good. Personally, not too interested in Honkai Star Rail endgame. If I can enjoy the story, I'm good. That's totally valid. I like that take. I bring this up because before 3.0, Electrocharge can 36-star Abyss. Now it's impossible to do the HP on the enemies. Keep it, but you could add. I understand what you're saying. Keep in mind that 3.0 Abyss, there are buffs to Dendro reactions. That's true as well. I think they have elements. I think the elements they have, like Nihility, Harmony, is there to mitigate potential power creep. You will essentially need every character of each element that fits a niche. Yeah, well, see, the weird thing... Yeah. The weird thing about... Star Rail is weird because it has... You have elemental damage, but then you also have the path of the character, and that makes for a lot of potential variabilities, which I think will get very confusing after a while. But it does provide a lot of room for them to build a lot of characters. I really hope we see Meathead Zhongli someday. I think Honkai Star Rail will do the same as Genshin, where the first 6 months of the game will have great characters like Bennett, Xingqiu, etc., and then we'll go into more niche characters. Yeah, they will try to build out basic teams, and like for instance, Clara is obviously built for counterattacking. Duh. Bronya is like, you know, for buffing DPSs and stuff like that. So like you have clear archetypes, and then as time goes on, they'll try to build into the more like off meta things like that. I for sure agree with that. I think that's true. I can't buy that entirely because the kind of argument was used to try to say that Nilou is bad, and she still dumpsters pretty much everything in the game. Wait. Well, Nilou does dumpster like a lot of stuff. She's a very well built character. So you get a great base of characters, then you get characters to fine tune your teams from there. Yeah, I would agree with that. There's one thing I can say about March and Japard. Due to the existence of Clara, March is a better option for her than Japard due to him stealing aggro away from her. Oh, that's actually that's what I'm talking about. The God of War is the Pyro Archon. Well, right. I'm aware that the God of War is the Pyro Archon, but like he was a warring god, and so I thought that at the time of his youth, Zhongli was known as like the Oonga Boonga boy. I'm not saying Nilou is bad. I'm just saying Dendro reactions are not everything. Much like Vape and Melt are not everything. It's just current content favors Dendro. That is true. Current content favors Dendro, and that could change entirely. Like we have to keep in mind that the current meta is entirely dependent on like teams in a vacuum mean nothing. Like it doesn't matter what team you're building in a vacuum, that's just meaningless. Like the only time your teams matter is when you're putting them in a situation. So if that situation requires crowd control, or if it requires a lot of elemental application, or if it just requires a lot of DPS, then of course, you know, different things are going to do well against different situations and not well against other situations. Yeah, but the current content absolutely favors a lot of Dendro because they're trying to sell that Dendro. Things might change with Fontaine meta. Yeah, like we will probably see, you know, more enemies, different kinds of enemies, and a shift in the... I think that the enemies are going to start hitting a lot harder. I think that the enemies are going to start doing a ton more damage in Fontaine. Like the Consecrated Beasts, they hit like a truck. Let me give you an example of a character kit or niche that easily starts power creeping turn-based games like Haste or Extra Turn Buff. This is a thing that Honkai Star Rail needs to look out for. Well, yeah, they already have characters that buff turn speed and buff and have extra turns and stuff. But what I'm saying is that I think that they have an understanding of what the limit of that kind of thing is. Like for instance, with Sealy, you can get extra turns, but you have to kill an enemy. So there has to be trash mobs. On a boss, you're not going to get her extra turn unless there are ads. And also, you have to use skill points. So you run out of skill points, you can't just keep attacking. Like you're not going to have enough damage to keep killing things. So there are like limits to these things that I think that they think about ahead of time to make sure that like the important thing with role-playing games is that limits create feeling of power. Like if you have limits on what the characters can do, then you have a true understanding of power. If you think about Dragon Ball Z, you have no idea. There's no concept of what real power actually is because it's always increasing. So the scale of it doesn't make sense. It's just infinitely scaling. It's exponential. And so where is it going? I don't know. It's just going to keep going forever, I guess. But if you have a game like Genshin where they keep limits on what characters are able to do, then when characters have an impressive ability, you have a reference point to say no one else can do this. That's impressive. Does that make sense? I mean, yeah, he was indeed Oonga Boonga Boy, just the title was different. True, he made it sound more refined. He added layers of civility and culture around it. That's funny. As the last time goes through to be off topic, but some of y'all who play Star Rail should steal some of my luck, but return them to me during the That's funny. Yeah, I didn't get super unlucky in Star Rail, but the only thing I'm bitter about is that I have a C0 Chi-Chi on Genshin, but I have an E1 Bailu. Like, how is that reality? I've been playing Genshin for like 3 years, and I have more quote-unquote constellations on my Bailu than I do on my Chi-Chi. It boggles the mind. RNG is one hell of a thing, I'll tell you what. Gotta go for a bit. Hopefully be back later. Okay. The Abyss before was 36 clearable with a speedrun account, but the newer Abyss is impossible unless you pull the banner characters. I don't know what you mean by speedrun account, but I'm pretty sure that free-to-play people with the starting characters can probably clear the game. And even if you can't clear the game with just the starter characters, like, let's be real. If you just play through the game, you're gonna pull banner characters. You're going to pull banner characters, and it's not like you need specific ones. You just maybe can't get by with literally just Amber, Lisa, whatever. Like, you finally got your C6 Chi-Chi. Oh wow. Sealy can attack up to 5 to 6 times, but at that point she has no skill points left. Yeah, and you have to take out enemies to get that to proc. I've never gotten Chi-Chi and you've won every 50. What? I have lost so many 50-50s. I've lost over 20. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, my Chi-Chi is only C0 though, which is kind of crazy. I have C6 on every other standard character. I have C6 Jean. I have C0 Tignari, and I have C0 Dia. I guess those are also now standard characters. But I have C6 Mona, I have C6 Jean, I have C6 Ketching, I have, C0 Chi-Chi. C0 Chi-Chi. And I would actually use Chi-Chi more if I had her higher constellation, not gonna lie. Never lost 50-50. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Even on weapon banners. Yeah, on weapon banners, it's technically a 75-25 and then a 50-50. So that means that you also won a 75-25 as well as the 50-50 on the weapon banner. I know a content creator who's free to play who clears the Abyss just fine. Exactly. If you're free to play and you can clear the game, that's what I care about. Does it have to be Amber, Lisa, main character? No, I don't care about that. But yeah, we're still under maintenance here. So I just checked. It's been about an hour. I really like Chi-Chi with that clam set. Yeah, I really like the Chi-Chi team that I came up with. The Raiden, Rosaria, Xinyan Chi-Chi team. It's actually pretty bonkers fun, but I would like some more constellations on my Chi-Chi to make it like even stronger, but oh well, it still works well. 36 star clear Abyss was possible before with Kale or Dendro Traveler. That's what I was saying. Well, yeah, it's getting harder. The game has always gotten harder. You used to be able to clear the Abyss with literally Venti. Like in 1.0, if you had Venti, you hit his burst and that was the end of it. Like, We've moved on beyond that. The game is significantly harder now. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Also, there's still an hour until maintenance is over. I know. Sometimes they let it go early, though. Also, I totally started streaming and did not realize that it was maintenance tonight. I just forgot. And then so I started my stream and I was like, oh, I guess this is a face cam stream now. Guess we're just talking. Oops. It's okay, though. I'm also free to play, but I stack up wishes. So yeah, exactly. I have a lot of free to play people in my community. Like we have this guy King Flame who's in my chat right now, and he's got like over 100 wishes saved up. He's ready to go. He's gonna be popping them off on Yoimiya and Kazuha here soon. So I think it's always good. It's always just smart to save. And then if you're smart about your resource management, you really don't need to whale in Genshin. Like honestly, constellations are not all that important. Like they can be for some characters, but they're really not necessary. There's usually a way around it. You're not wishing. I might just do a couple pulls just to see if I get Carrara, but I am also saving. Like I just got Baiju and I'm pretty happy about that. I want to build a bunch of characters. I want to just focus on that and save up my Primo Gems. Like once we get Fontaine, we're gonna have so many units thrown at us, and I'm sure that they're gonna be good. Like the Hydro Archon is going to be good, I'm sure. The other Hydro units we're going to get, plus whatever else. I mean, I want to be ready for it, so. Abyss right now needs either a year-old account or to have the latest banner character. Oh, I don't think that that's true at all. I do not think that that's true at all. I think a year is way too long to assume. Like you can definitely farm up an account sooner than that. Especially because you get more resources. Like the more regions that come out, the more free Primo Gems and stuff you get from the game, and level up resources and stuff. So I don't think I need Yoimiya Con, so I'm going to try to pull Carrara on Yai Miko's banner. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking that Constellations on Yai Miko would be kind of juicy, but I'm probably just going to, skip on that. For Genshin, my low spender title was revoked when I went for R1. Even though now I do spend money like a low spender. Yeah. Well, that's fine. You can transition between them. You don't have to be like permanently one way of spending. I think that's like really toxic for whales. Like whales whale and then they consider themselves a whale until they feel like they need to whale, and it's like you don't have to. You could just not. You could just choose not to. But yeah, I get it. I wonder for people in chat how much you guys value 36 starring. I mean, I think that it's fun to do, and I've 36 starred many times. Like I've 36 starred tons of times, but to me, if you do the calculations on your Primo Gem income, Abyss is like very little of your income for Abyss or for Primo Gems. So since it's not really that big of an income for your Primo Gems, it's not that important to me. I usually find that I'm having fun up until I hit floor 12, and then the game, like Abyss, just becomes abruptly so much more difficult that it gets really frustrating. Like I feel like the power curve is just a little weird with Abyss, where it's like it's too easy in floor 10, and floor 11 starts to feel really fun, and then you hit floor 12 and you're just like, wow, this sucks. This sucks. So that's how I approach it. But yeah, I mean, also like the luster has worn off for me. Like when you're newer into the game, you play so much, and then you clear Abyss and it feels so good, but after a while it just doesn't feel that good anymore. The very next single pull, you got a C1 and a sort. Wow, that was very lucky. Congratulations. And you won every 50-50. Jesus, that's crazy. But we have a lot of people in the Discord that help people build characters and stuff. So like we do have a lot of casual people in the community, but we're all willing to help everyone you know, if someone wants to learn how to 36 star, we have tons of people that are good at theory crafting and more than willing to help people. For me, it's a choice between getting another main DPS or getting icons. Hey Jess, what I miss? Oh, we just been chatting. I've gotten almost to floor 8 in the Abyss using nothing but what they give you for free on my no wishing account. Nice. Okay, I've only gotten 33 stars on the Abyss. I feel a lot of people bring it up often, so I was wondering if a lot of people value 30. Okay, so if you're only missing 3 stars, do you want to know how much you're missing? It's like 0.5%. It's just like you're missing just not that much. You know, it's one pull. It's a single pull. It's okay. A lot of people get really crazy about that stuff, but you have to, like, I really think it's important to look at the grand scale. If you look at how much you're getting from events, how much you're getting from dailies, how much you're getting from every other source. I'm trying to remember the exact number, but I think it's like 8%. And so then if you do floors 9 and 10 and you're only missing floor 12 is like 2% of your primo gems or something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers, but yeah, it's a very small amount of what we're actually getting. I wish floor 12 had interesting strategy check rather than HP bloating enemies. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Is that it's like floor 11 is usually pretty fun, but like I want them to be I want it to be a little more challenging. And then you hit floor 12 and you just can't even kill a single enemy, or you can, but they have so much HP bloat. It's insane. So I really wish that they would like have a floor 13 and make floor 12 like make the power scaling make more sense. Like make the power curve make more sense. It doesn't make sense. It gets so abruptly more difficult. You get a lot of value doing just 9 through 11, and floor 12 is just like whatever. Yeah. Primos are primos. I mean, yes, primos are primos, but also enjoying your life in the game is worth it. So if I have to skip out on 150 primos to enjoy my life in the game, then I'll do it. Got Ayaka with a single pull. Oh my god. You're one of those. You're one of those. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh. I'd rather be doing events instead of min-maxing floor 12. Same. Then I'm so casual. I let my resin cap don't sweat it. Like, well, see, for me at the point that I'm at, like, I've put so much time into my account that like missing a day worth of investment for me, it's like I've already got like 900 days of investment or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's just it's small beans at that point. That's kind of the thing that you have to think about. It's a marathon, not a sprint. That's why I recommend for people, like, you can quit and stop playing the game and come back, and you don't have to, like, people do this thing, they're like, I quit the game, I shall never return, I'll never think about it again ever. Like, they get really, really determined about the way that they like approach the game. Like, if they stop playing for one day, they've quit forever, permanently, irreparably. But yeah, no, I mean, some people like to just quit between the regions and come back when a new region comes out. I totally understand it. Although, like, I would be so stressed if I did that, because you're like quitting during the time where people are farming resources, and then you're coming back when you have to, like, there's tons of new characters and stuff happening. Well, I'd be so stressed. I like having time to farm between the regions. I remember having that happen to my IA as well. Now, if I perform extremely well on floor 12, that's a personal accomplishment. Yeah. But Primo Y is not worth it. Yeah, it's like, to me, it often does feel like floor 12 is more effort than it's worth. Even for someone with a really built account, like, floor 12 can just be frustrating. and I don't want it to be frustrating. I want it to be fun. I want it to feel like I'm flexing my characters and just having fun and enjoying it, but it often does feel more like a slog. Like, oh, I have to change this team halfway through the floor because there's this one chamber where there's this one boss where this one team has a struggle with, like, I hate that. I hate that so much. I do that all the time with 412. I think an endless increasing mode with single team would be more fun than a harder Abyss 4. Yeah, like a wave based, constantly, kind of like what they do with Warframe, where it's like wave based and it just constantly gets harder and harder until you can't anymore, and then it judges you based on how long you're able to survive. I would prefer that. I think that would fit better too with a lot of Genshin's game design. Rather than like a time trial, it would be like, how long are you able to keep it going, you know? That would also shift the meta immensely. That would literally flip-flop the meta. Instead of damage being of value, well, maybe you get bonus points for the amount of enemies you kill, so like it is worth it to have damage as opposed to just survivability. But it would make healers and shielders and other things way more useful. Yeah, exactly, Rodats, exactly. It's probably going to be 2 more patches till Fontaine comes out at least. Yeah, I would say 2 or 3. I would say 2 or 3. The withering mechanic was such a perfect way to increase the difficulty on floors 13 and up. Yeah, withering is a cool mechanic for sure. I mean, you can wait for a rerun for new characters if you can't get them. Yeah, and the reruns usually happen pretty soon after the new characters come out. Like when Fontaine comes out, we'll get all the new characters, and then immediately after they'll rerun all the characters. So like, you know, you get sort of a double whammy there. You get 2 tries within like 4 months. You know what I mean? For most characters, you really don't have to wait that long compared to like some other banners. Yeah, if hardcores want a challenge, it shouldn't have primo rewards. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that honestly, for a long time, I felt like they should take the primo gems and put them in something like that labyrinth event, but make it permanent. Put the primo gems in there, because the labyrinth event wasn't really hard, but it was fun. It was like a roguelite, and so it was fun. And then you can have the abyss for the hardcore people, and you can make it as hard as you want, but there's no primo gems related to it, so it's like boom. Hi, can you rate my character build? I could, but what are you gonna do for me? Also, the game isn't even live right now, so I don't know how I would check your character build. Wow, I've got like 5 viewers on Twitch. This is monumental. Holy crap, we're breaking the algorithm right now. Treading new grounds. No, normally it's literally just zero people from the website. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, there is like some way you can check on Hoyo Labs, I think, right? Like you can put your characters up on Hoyo Labs or whatever. If you have a link, I can look at it, I guess. I'm not doing anything else. Normally, I probably wouldn't really care to do that, but I mean, I'm obviously not doing much right now. Yeah. Healers are always a part of my Genshin teams. I agree. Same here. I like healers. I remember they put Hydro Cube in Abyss. That was a terrible. Oh my god. The hypostases are awful for Abyss. God, it's awful. Doesn't work because the game isn't live. See, yeah, we can't. Sorry. Sorry. No can do. Oops. If you have screenshots and you join my Discord and you post them in the show and tell section of my Discord, I will go in there right now. And you're so evil. I faked someone out in my Discord. Okay. Anyway, 1 more hour until maintenance is supposed to end. Yeah. Watch me do a face cam stream. Oh, Enka Network. Okay. Here, let me grab that link real quick. What's your UID? I'll try it. If you want to try it, let's try it. Let's go. Let's get this ball rolling. If any of you folks on Twitch that are watching want to follow me, you're more than welcome. I make YouTube content. I've got a friendly community, and I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays. I do variety on Sundays. I make weekly videos, and I've got a very active Discord. I also give away like a Welkin pretty regularly, so you can join in there to like potentially win a Welkin every like 2 weeks or so. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Can't connect. Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till the game's up. Sorry. What character did you want to show me? Which one were you so proud of? Curious. Curious. Curious indeed. 10:30 at the earliest, but if it really, yeah. Usually they pop it open a little bit early, but it's sometimes not. This song, what is this song again? Why do I always forget to remove this from? Give me a second. Remove from list. Yeah, there are some weird songs on this list here. I always point out, I know it's just so out of, it doesn't fit any of the other songs, and it just sounds so goofy. It's like a freaking like cartoon song. It's like the song you would see in an old school 90s cartoon or something, and it's just so weird. I just always forget about it. Genshin meme packed. How about rate flow game characters instead? Uh-oh. This one works? Yeah, if you have something already uploaded. Oh, okay, I see it now. All right, which character you want me to look at here? Are you running Melt Ayaka? Is that a Melt Ayaka? It better be a Melt Ayaka. Otherwise, I'm going to be very confused about your crit. I'm looking. Yeah, I mean, your builds are looking pretty good. You got good crit ratios. Melt Ayaka. Okay. Yeah, you got good crit ratios. Let's see what we got going on here. Why is your Hu Tao's crit ratio? Why is her crit rate like 44? Top 4%. Nice. Yeah, that's a strong build you got there. Congratulations on that. Pretty good Shenhe build too. Hu Tao works. Oh, okay, I see. You've got a good Nahida. Yeah. Good stuff. I like seeing built accounts. Good stuff there. Look at my glorious free-to-play account next. Oh, okay. Let me just check YouTube real quick, make sure we got people. No, my favorite song. Do you actually like it? Why would you like such a thing? Okay. We're looking at Rokami. Just have milk for your profile message. Just milk. Nice. That's a good Wanderer build right there. Got that Widsith. You've got a Zhongling, but why is your crit rate so low? You only have R1 catch. You better get fishing, boy. You better get fishing, boy. That's a pretty good Kazuha. Although, you see, my Kazuha has a perfectly balanced crit ratio as well as almost 1,000 EM. So, you know, I'm just obviously better. No, but also I farmed like insane amount of artifacts for my Kazuha. Like getting triple EM with balanced crit is it's mind numbing. It's mind numbing. Not the catch grind. Hey, it's important though for Zhongling. It helps her a lot. You got Amanoma on your Xingqiu. How is that for his energy? Does that do the trick for Xingqiu's energy? Because I feel like that wouldn't help that much. But I'm curious. You refuse. I like a lot of jazzy type song. Calmly fishes. You found it so tedious. Well, see, that's the thing is like you're not supposed to farm, like you're supposed to fish for the catch, but you're not supposed to like farm for the catch. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people did is they like the day the patch came out with the catch, they're like, well, time to fish for 8 hours straight. And it's like, well, it's not terrible, but no, I just don't have the sack sword. Oh, okay. Well, I was wondering if there's any other, I was trying to think. Yeah, there's really not a lot of energy recharge swords. That was me. Yeah. That can be problematic. That can certainly be problematic. Grab my case. All right, got it. Wow, honestly, super effective to stream right now. Surprisingly effective to stream right now. I think it's because the game isn't even live, and so there's probably almost no one streaming. And that means that people are like, wow, who's this random person who's streaming when the game isn't even available? Good stuff, though. All right. Everyone is waiting, but they want to do something during the downtime. Yeah. It's like I'm helping you kill the time. Helping you murder the time. Helping you assassinate the time. Well, you can say what you want about the rest of them. Oh, I kind of looked through a bit of it. You have pretty good builds, you know. Your Zhongli is perfect shield bot. I have like a hard time with like, okay, I don't feel like support builds are really worth it because most of the okay. Pure HP Zhongli, I will say, is kind of low investment. So that's like a big upside of it is that it doesn't require as much investment. But I feel like it's just better to have a balanced build with almost every support in Genshin. Balanced builds are just like almost always better, in my opinion, because they provide more value. This instant Sakura latte from Mushi is hitting and everything. I've never had one of those. I've never had one of those. Your Wanderer is missing a good Farazan. Don't you have a Farazan? You don't have one at all? But here's the thing. I don't have to dodge. Well, but like you don't need... I feel like even if you don't build Zhongli as an HP shield bot, like his shield is still really strong. So, you know, his burst can also hit some decent numbers. If you notice, there was no drip marketing on Monday, which tells me there's no new character at 3.8, which keeps on track for 17 characters per year. That's actually a pretty well-defined number. And yeah, I did notice that there was no drip marketing. So that is important to mention that we will not be getting any new characters next patch, which means it's going to be a full rerun patch. If 3.8 is the Golden Archipelago, do you guys think we'll get the Archipelago just again? Just another, I mean, I really liked how they redid it. Like last year was really good. Like all the, oh my god, the character development was so good. I loved Kazua's domain, and Mona's domain made me appreciate her so much more. I hate to say it, but I really didn't care for Mona that much before the Golden Apple event last year. But it really it improved my impressions of her like a million times. And then also like Farazan. mentioning how like she reads a lot of papers that Mona writes, which shows that Mona is like a prolific person in the field. We likely won't. Everyone's shield is quite good too. I feel like it would be a little bit overplayed to do it 3 years in a row, but it's also like people love the event. People love the event, but I don't know if they love it as much every year. I don't know how popular it was last year. I liked it, but I considered Archipelago to be like Wind Trace. Yeah. 2.8, I loved it because of a lot of character development. I agree. Archipelago 3.8 and then 4.0. Wow. Oh my gosh. That would be, oh my gosh. After this patch, if we went straight into the Archipelago and then straight into Fontaine, that would be pretty exciting, actually. That would be pretty exciting. And that would also mean that we would only technically have one patch without a new character, because the second that Fontaine drops, we're going to obviously have new characters. You're not listening, so I'll put it this way. I don't have to move. Fair enough. I also don't have to move, though, like with Kokomi. I really liked Fischl's Castle. Wish they had one in Mondstadt. Yeah, that was a really cool thing. It's out? Wow, that's pretty early. Let me boot up the game. Just imagine a wanderer that can just stand still. Right, because he has like the least flinch resistance out of anyone in the entire game. If you breathe on the wanderer while he's in the air, he's like falls, smacks his head on the ground, gets brain damage, permanently concussed, you know. Forcing you to end your Trailblaze power burning. I didn't even think about that people were probably playing Star Rail while the Genshin is under maintenance. I remember I used Xiao to cheat on a puzzle in Fischl's Castle. Yes, I used Kazuha to cheat as well for that, for sure. Flashbang you real quick. Just fucking annihilate your eyes. I forgot to update. Oh, you goober. Why would you do that? There we go. Well, here we are. Genshin dark mode title screen. I would love that. That would be really nice. All right, give me a Carrara, please. One Carrara, please. You can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. It's destiny. You're Flo Cat. You love cats. And that's just the way it goes. I think I already bought out the, yeah, okay. Wow. Asking you shall receive. Customer Care Bear, welcome. You like jazz? I love jazz. I was a professional musician for like almost 20 years, and I performed a lot of jazz as well as classical music. But jazz was always where my heart was. I freaking love performing jazz. So I listen to it a lot too as well. But I listen to a lot of stuff. I like a lot of different music. Get those Primo Gems. Let me... Alright, let's look at her kit real quick. And then we will... I wonder if I'll be able to level her up pretty well. Okay, well good. I'm glad I can spend some of those extra resources that I have. I had like these extra thunder manifestation resources. Stop cheating the system. Hey, my luck is not usually that great.
I can feel my yokai powers growing.
She can feel her yokai powers growing, everybody. I don't know if you were aware or not, but that is indeed what she said. Oh god, her idle animations are gonna be super cute, aren't they?
Huh? Are my tails getting longer too?
Apparently her tails are getting longer. Wow, they got the cat noises. Oh. And then I need 2 more of the dendro thingies. All right, well, I will wait. Sorry, I forgot to look at her kit. Where you at? What can I give her? This is probably not even a good weapon for her, right? Well, actually, it has HP scaling, and if her shield is HP scaling, let me look at her kit real quick before I decide what weapon I'm gonna give her and stuff. I guess I'm gonna build Carrara now. Okay, wait. Normal attacks. Okay. She has a 3-hit charge attack. Her skill has an 8. The press is 8 seconds. The hold is 12 seconds cooldown. It is the skill. Okay, the shield scales off of max HP. The damage is based on attack. And I don't know what the rest of that means. So you press it to leap into the air with the agility of a cat through the bushes. Thwacks her foes with a flying kick that deals AoE dendro damage, creating a shield. Also apply dendro to Carrara. The shield will apply blah, blah, blah. The shield is based on max HP. What's the duration of it? 12 seconds? So you have 100% uptime on the shield at C0. Hold deploys the shield, can create press skill. She'll also curl up into an express delivery box. Deals dendro damage to opponents she crashes into, can trigger every 0.5 seconds. When in this state, her speed, climbing speed, and everything is ability. When the duration ends or the skill is used again, a flip claw strike, more powerful than the last attack. Yeah, so that's like Sayu. The urgent state lasts 10 seconds. When the state ends, it'll enter cooldown. The longer she spends in, okay, so the cooldown, it doesn't start counting until you end the hold. Sprinting or actively canceling climbing will end the state early. Okay. And then the burst, 60 cost. I knew it. Oh, the bombs last 12 seconds. Wait. Can they blow up early? Smash the opponents. Are they like mines? Explode either on contact or after a period of time. That's pretty good. Whoa, the scaling on this at talent level 1 is, whoa. Whoa, look at that. 600% scale. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, then what are her ascension talents? When she's in the box, each impact will grant her reinforced packaging. Max 3 stacks. When the urgent echo packs will create 1 shield of transport. The shields that are created this way will have 20% of the damage absorption that the shield of the, if already has protected by shield, damage absorption will stack. So basically, if you hit enemies while she's in the box, it gives you more shield. Every 1000 HP will increase the damage dealt by the meteor kick by 0.4%. Oh, and her burst. You know what? She's getting a jade cutter. She's getting a jade cutter. She's getting it. That's hers now. I'm liking it. Let's look at the constellations. I like the kit so far. Every 8000 HP, she will create, oh, an extra bomb. A maximum of 4 extra can be done that way. When she's in the urgent parcel state, she will grant other party members critical transport shield. The damage absorption is 40% of the, and will, wait, what? She will grant other party members she crashes into. Oh, this is for co-op. Like if you're in co-op, you can smash into your teammates and give them a shield. Can be triggered once on each character. That's actually pretty useful. Not gonna lie. That would be kind of fun for co-op. After active characters After active characters hit opponents, Carrara will perform a coordinated attack, dealing dendro damage. It's considered burst damage and can be triggered every 3.8 seconds. That's that's like Baiju C2 but better. This is like Baiju C2 but better. All party members will gain 12% elemental damage bonus within 15 seconds after she uses her skill or burst. What? I mean, okay, her C6 is not that game changing, but it's still, it's damage buffing. I like her, I like the kit. Wait, what's the cooldown on her burst? Let me look real quick. 15 seconds? Ooh, I like that a lot. I like this. I like this a lot. She's like a Dendro Zhongli. Okay, well, can I get one more Carrara, please? I doubt I will. I got a freaking stringless. God dang it. How rude. I don't even have like enough for like, I just want this to go away. I don't need these. Go away. I do have a single standard pull. We can do that. Wow. Okay. I might try to get like her C1 or C2. Okay, go away. Go away. Go away. Ugh. Maybe I should keep her at C0. I don't know. She seems good. She seems really good at C0. I have a feeling she probably doesn't generate energy. And that's probably going to be like one of her big problems, is that she doesn't generate any energy. Maybe. I don't know. Let's do her trial. Let's try it. See what happens. Venti explaining BP lore for the 7,000s. Yeah. Her attack animations are pretty cool. Okay. That's a really fast cast. It's like way fast. I think that's faster than Toma. Again, it's 100% uptime on the shield. And she meows every time you jump. Oh, that's hilarious. Once there was a glorious. Way faster than Zhongli, yeah. Okay, so let's.
Let the show begin. Oh, it's revealed.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
I summon thee.
Okay. That was pretty good. Was that a C0 Carrara? Also, sorry, Twitch. I stopped paying attention to you. I'm also a musician, but I suck at jazz. Oh. That's okay. What do you play? What do you like to do? You can check real quick if you go back in. Yeah. It's fine. Hit me. That's right. That's what you get. You done goofed up.
Flags up.
Even with the increased energy generation, this one's kind of rough because, you know,
Strike is one.
Noelle don't generate no energy. Man, this showcase is really bad. Like they really built this Noelle so terribly.
Flags fly and leap. Break a leg. As a dutiful maid would.
Like, wow, I did a whole 2,000 damage.
No stone unturned.
I done really slapping that hard booty. You're stuck at consolidating game resources.
Your grand finale. Flags up and step. Time to clean up.
Okay. Let's kill the enemy now. Let's do that. Yes, thank you. Isn't Raven and Cat supposed to be a rival? I'll do it myself. Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised. I will admit, I was a little like, cause she kind of sounded like Sayu, and I like Sayu. Like, I don't think she's useless or anything, but Sayu is definitely a niche character. And so I was worried that Karara, as a Dendro character, was going to be a niche character, which is not what we need. We don't need niche Dendro characters because we need generalized, really good general Dendro characters. And she seems like she's pretty good for that. Like, her burst has good scaling. It's short cooldown, low energy cost. Dendro characters tend to generate good energy anyway. And then I don't know about her energy generation. I did not check that, but again, I think that's probably going to be her biggest flaw, is that she doesn't generate energy. Or maybe she does, but very little. I don't know. I have to check. Yeah, either way though, pretty impressed. Pretty good first impressions. 3 out of 3 now. I believe in you. If you guys have not done so, a like would make me very happy. You can also join the Discord. That's a thing, believe it or not.
Right here, emerge. Come on, we can do it.
We can do it. I'm a real boy.
Right now. Practice on the sun. Right here, emerge. Nothing lasts forever.
Nice. Nice. Okay, what do they got going on here? They gave me like a whole team.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
It's gonna hurt right now. I also completely missed with Xingqiu right there. That was pretty sad.
Fire hazard.
Barbara being the only 4-star to have her own cinematic art. True. I feel like they should have done it for Yunjin. Sorry. I got super distracted. Man, I haven't played Yoimiya in forever. I'm not gonna lie. If we get more hydro options, I might be likely to like.
Rain outlines your grand finale. Flags fly. Goldfish of doom.
Goldfish of Doom! Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, you know what that means. Sag. Okay. Oh, I need dendro thingies. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna have to team build with Carrara, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with her yet, but she might be good for like a Kave Bloom team. Where? She would also seems like she might be good for aggravate. I don't know. Her burst can probably do some pretty high aggravate damage. I like her hair. I like the design. It's very cute. The sound effects and that stuff, like that's cute. Probably Deepwood Memories. Animals who produce foul, raw meat, or chilled meat will not be startled when you approach them. Oh, okay, you can sneak up on the pigeons. Ooh. I could also do my dailies and get primo gems from that, but she looks like a bloom, hyper bloom enabler. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Sunlight feels really cozy. Camping in a tree would be nice. Just the thought of it is making me sleepy.
Okay, so they go away if you get super close. Oh. I didn't realize that would cancel it. Okay, they fly away. She might be kind of fun with Candace. I was thinking about that. Like as a Bloom team, her and Candace might be kind of fun together. You get that Hydra infusion. The sword is like behind her tail. It's like her tail is like protecting it. She really do be just like flip. Okay. Well. This is gonna be fun. I think having a balanced crit rate and having high HP will be useful. She has an HP ascension stat. So okay, I need to okay. Oh, we have the quick swap menu now. Oh my gosh, please, Lord, let me. Wait, I can't do the teapot? You can't use the teapot. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. I'll go ahead and put that there. I don't really need the lumen stone. I guess I can add that. I'll put that last. Well, yeah, okay. You can put the, wait. You can't put all the pets, but you can put, oh, okay, well, that's because she's used as a, okay, so you can't put the pets in there, though. So, I kind of wanted to be able to swap pets. You know what I mean? Didn't you say you wanted this video? Yeah. I literally just made a video about this, and then they put it in the game like 5 seconds after I said I wanted it, which is super ridiculous. So now I hold tab, and look at that. Now I can do that thing. Isn't that great? I need just some elemental application so I can charge that thing. Oh, I didn't. Whatever. I literally did not mean to do that, but that's okay. We can do that too. That's fine. Well, quick swapping gadgets. I did it. You can stop being lazy on certain gadgets. Yes. It's definitely nice to not not have to like completely pause the game. Gosh, do you guys remember when to swap teams you had to pause the game and then go into the party menu? Like you had to hit like more buttons. It was awful.
If you ever...
Okay, and now I can... Oh, I don't have enough. Probably convert some Electro ones. Yeah, I have a ton. Okay. Well, let's see what her HP looks like without like artifacts or anything, but with just... Nope, nope, stop. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to farm these talent books. Transients. I don't have enough of the normal ones
Used to the desert life.
to like.
But still, I hope that one day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own.
What?
Leave sandstorms behind for a better life.
Where are you? Where did you go? Oh no. Oh god, she's lost forever in the endless scroll. There it is. 3. I only have 1,000 of the fruits, so I don't know if I have enough on those, but we'll just have to do our best to get by. I'm just gonna go ahead. I think I need all of those, so I'm just gonna go ahead and craft all of those. The less buttons, the better. Yeah, that was very tedious. Yeah, back in the day. Oh my gosh. Now that you can just hit one button and go straight to your party menu is super nice. We gotta farm the new boss. If I get Carrara? No, you don't. Oh wait, maybe you do. Oh, I got these for Baiju. I farmed these for Baiju. I thought that I was confused for a second. Yeah, you do have to farm the new boss.
I feel lighter. I feel like I could deliver 10 different packages in one go.
Wow. What was this one again? Oh, that damage increase. Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. So I will have to farm that guy some more. 30 minutes of non-stop waiting to get her to 80. Let me go fight him once. That way my resin's not capped. And then I will throw down a personal... I'm gonna need a personal teleporter because I have to max send Baiju and I have to farm her, so I'm gonna be fighting this boss a lot. I might actually just dump some... Nah, I shouldn't dump fragiles on it.
Going off on your own. The desert doesn't take prisoners.
I'm just glad that Carrara seems like she has at least decent damage out of like her burst and stuff. Also been hoarding fragiles. Yeah, I have like... How many do I have? I have 11. So I don't have like a ton, but I have enough that like I can farm out some stuff if I need to. I was sort of saving it to dump into some artifacts, but man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You can launch the game. Let's go.
I will cleanse you of your sins.
I will cleanse your sins. Give thanks and receive thy blessing. Sure will, buddy. You know it.
Mind the side effects.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to double tap.
Be still. Mind the side effects. Taking a turn for the better.
Written in the stars. Let's get it on.
This barren wasteland. Cascade.
Okay, bye. I like how he just kind of like floats back into the ground. He's like, all right, well, screw this. These dang youngsters beating the crap out of me. No, I don't think I can put it right there. I'll put it right here. Ding. Portable waypoints are pretty useful. I'm glad we have them. I might get VP this time around. I don't know. Maybe not. I didn't get it last time. I just really haven't needed it for like resources or anything lately. I'm at that point in the game where it just doesn't really matter as much. Okay. So I can go around and do some dailies, fight that boss every now and then. I'm out of drink. I'm out of beverage. So I think I'm gonna have to take a brief pause though to like hydrate and stuff. So you guys can hang out with Carrara for the meantime. I might have to farm more specters. Nah, I doubt it. We can probably just do whatever with it. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right. I was thinking, actually, I was just thinking about it. Noblesse could be pretty good on her because she does seem to have some decent burst damage. I still think Deepwood is going to be like probably like one of your best options for her. Let me see. I filled up my drink too much. Be careful. The good thing about Jade Cutter is that it's gonna help me build her crit rate, like without trying. So let me.
To bask in the sunlight like this.
I don't remember if I have
Phew.
enough stuff to level up the Jade Cutter, but I'm gonna have to take that one to 90 for her. I think she deserves it. Oh no, I'm out of freaking artifact space. Yeah, I need to do strong box really badly. Come on. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yes. Yes. Ah. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm off to bed. Oh, have a good one. Sleep well. Sleep well. Oh. Ayato, your face is in that wall. Sir, your face is in that wall. Get over here.
A bitter pill to swallow.
The doctor will see. Look along.
Be still.
Immune. Oh, too slow.
Mind the side effect.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to swap to... Ah, whatever. It doesn't
Remember,
matter.
Health comes first. The depth back.
Fate is upon you. Gloves off.
Yes, things dead. Things dead. Yes. Gloves off indeed. Okay, go back and fight the boss.
Stay close. No going on.
A lost lamb.
Salvation belongs to the abyss.
Oh, shoot. Forgot I had to hit it one more time. Oh, no. Please don't. Stop. Nope. No. Okay.
Delve into death.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let's get it up!
The doctor will see shadows of fate.
Kamisato up. Sweet.
Be washed away
Seems like an emergency.
upon your soul.
Look alive.
Yeah, this team is pretty comfortable fighting him. Not gonna lie. I saw some videos come out about Carrara. It seems like the general consensus is that people really like her. Oh, you can just hit 2. Oh, that's nice. I like that. You can hold tab and then hit like 1, 2, 3, or 4 for your gadget. That's pretty nice. So yeah, it seems like generally speaking, people think she's great at C0. At least that's what the thumbnails led me to believe. I'm gonna probably watch some content. I bet it's sort of like, it's like kind of what I've said about Chong Yun. Oh, they saw me.
Have a load of this.
It's like what I said always about Chongyun. Chongyun can provide a lot of burst damage with a low cost burst,
Let me start.
and that's pretty valuable actually. Like,
Escape. Taking a turn for the better. Mind the side effect.
Delve into death. Seductive. Written in the stars. You asked for it.
where's you?
Buckle up.
The loneliness of it. All right, viewership is dropping because I'm just kind of like playing and farming and doing stuff, so I'll probably wrap this up pretty soon. And I'll head off into the sunset valiantly to build my hard-fought Carrara. Probably gonna make a short about that poll that I did. It was literally just one single poll. I'm just gonna title the short "One Carrara, Please," like PLS, and it's just gonna be the short of me doing a single pull and getting her immediately and being like, "Yep, content, right there. That's what I call content." Oh, I need a bow user. Hello. Which ones do I shoot again? I shoot the blue ones. I usually screw that up the first time because, like, video game logic, red bad. So you, like, shoot the red. Huh. Sara knocking him down. Nah, you're not allowed to stop streaming. I see. I see. Is this that audience capture they've been telling me so much about? Where you guys like you steal my life from me and you just strap me to a chair and you're like, stream. Oh, I can't use this team here. This song is a heckin' goofy song. Let me just be honest with you. Oh, okay. I wonder if I can just... Can I just...
Dare to mess with me?
Nice. That is actually... really useful. Basically. Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you for
Give me my stuffs.
Add asterisk.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna learn a lot about the Adventurers Guild in Fontaine. I'm hoping that Sandrone and the Adventurers Guild get like fleshed out in Fontaine. It would make sense to me that possibly the beginning of like Catherine and stuff was in Fontaine, maybe. I'm not sure. Could be the origin of that. We shall see though. Oh. Yeah. No, wait. Yeah. This one. This one.
A lost lamb. Salvation belongs to the abyss.
Is there a way to gauge where they're gonna fall? Like, I know you can see the elements on his back or whatever. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it in time. Oh, I did.
Mind the side effects.
Shadows of fate.
Let's get it off!
No, no, attack, attack, no. Ah, crap.
Mind the danger. A bitter pill to swallow.
Let me scribe.
Seems like an emergency.
Be
The
washed
captors.
away.
Decided by destiny. Buckle up.
Fight your salvation.
Okay, there we go. Now he's doomed.
All shall return.
That's what you get. How far into the story am I? So I finished the interlude chapter of the, like, after you do the weekly, okay. The Archon quest, after you unlock the weekly boss, this one, I'm on the quest after that. I finished that recently, so I'm a little bit far behind, actually. I stopped doing quests for a while because I just didn't feel like it, and now I do feel like it, so I've been kind of catching back up. I was sort of just kind of like on autopilot for a while in terms of like quests and stuff. I just sort of didn't do any of it and did my dailies. And where are you? There you are. You'll probably do your Carrara polls soonish. If anyone wants to watch in the main Discord, will probably be 3 or 4 10 polls. Yeah, if anyone wants to watch Rodat's poll in the Discord to potentially get a Carrara, then feel free to do so. Okay, so now I just need to farm like 38 of these. How much of Sumeru have I done? I don't know technically how much there is, but I mean, in terms of exploration, I'm actually not that far into it. Like, I've 100%ed Leeway, Mondstadt, and Azuma, but I haven't. Okay, I've 100%ed one area here, but I'm like in the 90s and here, 80 right there, 72, 26, 88, 24. So like a lot of the new areas I've barely touched, and even under the desert I've barely touched. Yeah, it's just because like I'm really picky about, like, I want to do the quests at the same time that I'm exploring, so I didn't really explore a lot because I wasn't doing the quests. All right, I need to teleport away. Let's go over here. I think I could probably throw together a set for Carrara. Might as well do that while I'm chilling. She doesn't really probably need that much energy recharge. I'm thinking HP and crit pieces primarily, like that. I don't know about that one. It's kind of a crappy piece. So let's go over here. Nah. That might be okay. I don't really need crit rate. This one could be good. Select that for now. If this were crit damage, maybe. If this adds crit damage, that would be good. Okay, I have plenty of options, it looks like, so I think I will be able to roll up a set as long as I have. should I give her an HP or HP Sands? I'm not. This is the thing I'm not sure about what I want to do here. Like, I think Dendro Goblet, probably. But outside the Dendro Goblet, I don't know. Ooh, man, those are kind of awful. This one's okay, I guess. At least it gives some stuff. I could steal that goblet from Yao Yao. I guess I don't really use Yao Yao since I have Baiju now. So yeah, we can do that. All right, and then I'm gonna need, I guess I'll just do an HP Sands for now. And then maybe I'll try something later, but I think HP is probably fine. And I need it to be in Deepwood. Okay, less options here, but there is one with crit damage and ER. So I'm gonna select that one, I think. Yeah. And then we have the Dendro Goblet, and then I will need a crit damage headpiece. That's crit rate. Crit damage with crit rate would be preferable. Crit damage without crit rate is okay, I guess, but I would really like one that has crit damage and also has crit rate. Although, funny enough, I actually think that this HP headpiece with double crit, if it keeps my crit balanced, having an HP headpiece might be better for her than having like a crit headpiece in terms of shield strength and stuff. While maintaining a good crit ratio, you can maintain good damage. There's also another one that I saved. I must have been kind of expecting some HP scaling characters, because I kept quite a few of these. It looks like I'm gonna have to gamba a little. It looks like I'm gonna have to try to roll a crit damage. Well, let me look at my... Let me roll the rest of my artifacts. I think I need to roll the rest of my artifacts before I decide what I'm going to do here. It's for a headpiece. Yeah. Yeah. So let's start simple. Let's start with the flower. Moment of truth in terms of well, that's pretty awesome. I am a-okay with that. She won't need that much energy recharge, but I do want a little bit. I want to be able to get her burst pretty consistently. Okay, crit rate. I didn't really need crit rate, but I'll take it. ER, okay, that's good. Oh, another ER roll. I mean, I didn't. Okay, I guess I'm fine on ER now. That's pretty good. It's hard to go wrong with this piece, I guess. Although I would like some crit damage rolls. Not gonna lie. Like one crit damage roll would make this a pretty reasonable piece for me. Although I'm a little worried because there's a good chance it won't roll into crit damage. Oh, nope, don't do that. Ah, I did crit rate again. Well, okay. Fair enough. And HP. Let's take this to 4 and see what happens. Let's take this one to 4. Do I have to do a full? Okay, yeah. If it rolls energy recharge, it's gonna be kind of bad. def percent. Let me see if I have anything else, because when I see def percent, it makes me mighty sus. Okay, I really don't need any more crit rate, so I can sacrifice. I don't need crit rate. I can just focus on crit damage, maybe attack, maybe little EM. HP crit damage right there. Oh, if this adds crit damage, that could be pretty good. If this adds HP percent or attack percent, that'd be pretty good. Okay, here's the deal. There's a couple of them that I want to try, but I think I'm going to start with this one. And I think, do I want to sacrifice the one I just rolled? Let me look at it. Is it terrible or is it just, it's hard to tell. It could actually roll and be good. I'm not going to sacrifice it. I'll keep it for now. But, wait, where did that one go? There it is. All right, let's try this one. I'm almost out of purple pieces. Oh, flat defense. Okay, so this is poo-poo garbage right here. I can destroy this one to roll up the other one. This one, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't unsave it. Let me unsave it. There we go. Enhance. Nope. Nope. Stop. Don't do that. It's like sometimes I try to scroll and it selects them, and sometimes it doesn't. And it's like I don't know what I'm doing different. Okay, there we go. Okay, I really didn't need energy recharge, but like, if it only really roll. How much ER do I have? Yeah, I already feel like I'm pretty good on ER. I don't think I need much more. Oof. Oof. I think this one is actually better at this point. Here, let me roll this one up a couple times and just see what happens. Let me just put a little love into it and see what comes out. It's all gonna roll defense. Okay, well, we'll see about that. We'll test that theory. God, yeah, okay, all right. Well, now I've lost all hope in that piece, so I'm just gonna go ahead and unmark that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just put that piece into this piece, and we'll see what happens. Well. Oh man. Now we're starting to run out of good options. Okay, this one could be okay. Oh. Actually, this one right here is pretty good. If it adds crit damage, that would just be super pog. But it won't. It definitely won't. Watch. See, I can hope and dream all I want, but there's no way. Not even possible. I mean... that's certainly something. At least it rolled into HP. Like, I don't know. What do I think about this? Do I... No, I need some crit damage. This could add crit damage. I'm starting to get desperate. Y'all got any crit damage? Anyone seen any crit damage lately? Oh. I'm getting there. That piece is looking more and more tempting every time I look at it. This one could be good. Let's try this one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, attack percent isn't useless. HP percent isn't useless. I'm like seriously coping right now. I mean, it's one that is not garbage. So I'm just like, oh God, I don't want the ER. I shouldn't even keep rolling this probably, but I'm just gonna keep growing and going, and hope and pray. Oh, for real? You're missing like 40 experience? Rude. Come on, give me that 7% crit damage roll. Give me 5%. It's the best that I've gotten. And I think I'm gonna have to just take it. I'm kind of tempted to like low-key steal Nahita's piece. What the hell is this garbage? Oh, okay. Actually, my Kuki has a crit piece, and I don't even think my Kuki has like a balanced crit ratio. Does she? I don't think so. I doubt it. Yeah, no. So why am I even... Why did I do that? Wait. Yoink. Gotta do that real quick. Okay, I had the HP one. You came back and saw Carrara on the screen. Oh yeah. Okay, and I already have the max Dendro Goblet. And then I need to roll this HP Sands. I think I'm just gonna real quick. Let me just see what happens when I hit. It's got both flat defense and defense percent. That's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, let me just put all the HP percent ones up front here. Well, so I can... Oh, that's not good. Oh. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think I can destroy that last one. I don't think I can use it as fodder because I think it's actually too good compared to what a... Yeah. Oh, man, it would have to roll like all into crit damage. This one doesn't even have crit damage. Let me see what... Let me just take it to +4. Let's take it to +4. Let's just take it to +4. I don't want your freaking energy right now. Okay, if this could add crit damage. Okay. Can I please have some crit damage? Please. Well. Hmm. Three incredibly mediocre pieces. Okay, let me just go over here real quick. Let me just grab. No, we're not gonna do that. We have to get a good sans. We have to have a sans that works. Okay, which one of these am I gonna take with me to the future? So what's my crit rate right now? I have 65% crit rate, which is real good. And it'll go up a little bit more. I think I'll get 4% more from Jade. So I'm actually at 69 nice percent. And for that reason, I should avoid crit rate at all costs. Even though this one has attack percent, the crit rate is a dead stat. Flat HP is a dead stat. I don't need any more ER, that's a dead stat. This one, the only useful thing here is crit damage, so that's pretty crappy. The EM is useful, and the attack percent is useful, but not that useful. This is a bit of a pickle, for sure. Pickle. I almost feel like I should just roll into the one with crit damage and just see if it just hits crit damage a bunch. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try that. Let me just roll into this a little bit and see what happens. I regret everything. I regret absolutely everything. You think the more artifacts you have to roll up, like, the easier it would be. But sometimes I feel like you know what? It went into attack percent. So, you know, at least it did that. More than I got from, oh God. Oh God, this is painful. I think I just need to like just max out one of these and just not think about it and just farm something better. Like I think I just need to just get one just I'm gonna throw up. Okay. All right, you know what? I lied. This piece is looking pretty good. We're just gonna go ahead and oh, where did it go? Did I not? Oh my God, I have so many things saved. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, that's awful. Oh. Oh man. All right. Stop thinking about it. Just roll the piece. No more thoughts. Only pain. Okay. All right. Well, I definitely don't want the crit headpiece, the crit rate headpiece. I want the crit damage. I could also try to roll this piece right here, but I think I'm just gonna roll a crit damage one. This one has no crit rate, but I actually don't think I need the crit rate. If it rolls into HP and EM, this piece might be better for me than one with crit rate, because I think I'm already at... Here, I'm gonna equip that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna be past 70% once I max out Jade Cutter on her. So let me see if I have a sacrificial piece that I can just throw in here real quick and be done with it. Oh, go away. Oh, this is that piece that I rolled up that sucked. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Whoa. Don't say anything, chat. Don't make a peep. Oh, come on. I hate when there's like barely any left. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Oh my god. That went straight into like HP and EM. I didn't touch that flat attack. Hey, look at that crit ratio. Look at that crit ratio. You love to see it. All right, well, that's a Kiara. She's at 27,000 HP. I'm gonna need to boost. Let me see if I can. I want to see if I can level up that Jade Cutter. I don't think I can. Yeah, there's no way. Which one is a chance to refund? Okay. Okay, let's see what's on the domains here. Oh, the weapon parts are available today though. I could farm that. It looks like, okay, her books are not available today. So I can just go farm these weapon mats. For my Jade Cutter. No, don't do that. Do you need pyro for this? What is this? I don't remember.
Let me scry.
Mind the side effects.
Look alive.
Oh, switch. Thank you.
Taking a turn for the better.
Oh.
Still. Attempt back.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Shadows of fate. Fate is upon you. Gloves off.
Have to head out. Good night. See you later. I will say I'm probably not going to stream too terribly much longer. I'm starting to get a little worn out. And yeah, I feel like I'm pretty much just going to be spending the rest of the night, or the rest of the time that I'm on Genshin tonight, building Karara. Getting her Jade Cutter built up, doing all that.
Mind the side effects. spider built a sword.
Let me scribe.
Oh, yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord so you know when I'm streaming, and you subscribe to the channel and you do all that fun stuff. And I appreciate the engagement I got from Twitch tonight. That was actually pretty impressive. This is like the first time that I've had this much engagement or viewership from Twitch before. So it makes it feel not worthless. Usually I stream on Twitch and it's just like there, it's just out in the ether. But apparently you can swap gadgets in the gadget wheel. Yes. Yes, it was in the patch notes. I just found out about it this stream. I made a video about it and then they added it like literally right after. It's pretty funny. Yes, I did. Thank you though.
Mind the side effect.
I read the patch notes and I was like, wait a minute. I just asked for this. What the crap? It's spooky. Okay, this might be enough. No, I doubt it. I probably am gonna have to spend like all my condensed. But that's pretty lucky though. That's pretty lucky. Probably still not. Yeah, I'll run it one more time. I'll run it one more time. This team's gonna be good. I think I should probably, maybe I should put Mona's down first.
Are you here to
Wait, what? Oh, I just lost all my energy. Oh, what the? Rude.
Remember, health comes first.
shadows of fate?
Be still.
Cool. So you did end up getting Carrara, but you ended up getting C1 Mona and C1 Yai in the process? I'm sorry, what? In 30 or 40 polls? Didn't you only have like 30 or 40 polls? Are you serial? Are you serial right now? Not in 30, 40 polls, you got greedy. Oh. But there's a big but there. Oh my god, I got 3 bonus there? What the? That's pretty good. So I need 6. Okay, so then I'm gonna craft like 5 and see if I get a bonus. Wait, where'd they go? There. Why is D-Luke? I want this one. Craft 5. Did not get one for free. Big disappoint. Might get a refund. I did get a refund. Oh, I've been doing some wishing and I haven't been feeding the fodder. There we go. Perfect.
I wonder what's inside this package. No. Now peeking at my customers' stuff.
Just literally just her shield maxed out. 22% of her max HP. That's not too bad. Pretty good. Wow, I can't believe I got like a full build for her already worked up. That's pretty impressive for me.
I wonder what's inside this package.
The cat sounds are really realistic. How do they do that?
My tails are turning into ice pops. I should have stayed inside near the fireplace. My fur won't get singed as long as I. The sunlight feels really cozy. Napping in a tree would be nice. Sand's getting wedged into my paw pads. Feels kinda weird. My boots? Oh, they're my paws actually. I can use my yokai powers to turn them into human feet, but I feel way more at ease walking with my claws and paw pads. Don't touch them, please. They're ticklish.
Don't touch them.
Night. Sweet dreams. Huh. Weapons forged by humans aren't bad at all, but I'd rather rely on my feline instincts sometimes. I mean, when there's a little finch right before your eyes, don't you just wanna creep up from behind? Crouch really low on the ground. Wait for the right moment. Then pounce right on it? Not even successful package deliveries can compare with the satisfaction I get from hunting down prey.
Okay.
The life of Isla when I was still a cat, I loved everything Granny made for me. I could gobble up.
Wait. She was a cat? Let me guess. She lived as a cat for like years and then suddenly human cat. They had a cat in the studio. I hope so. I hope so. Oh, either that or the VA is just like super talented and can make some good imitations. I think it is imitation, but it's very good. Like it's very good sounding. I don't know if they mixed it or what. Zaz. Oh my God, Zaz. Your timing is something. I'll tell you what. Why do you always pop in when I'm like nearing? I'm like, so I swear to God, it's like the second that I'm like thinking like, you know, I feel like now I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours. Feels like a pretty good time to wrap up. You're like, you pop in and you're like, hey, hi. It's like, oh man, that do be the thing. Bye. Well, hold your horses there, sir. Did you like the stream? You better have liked the stream, I swear to. We got Discord link pinned in the chat if anyone hasn't joined, and yeah, all that good stuff. I will have Strongbox video this week. That's my weekly update video. Is going to be like 99% me dumping things into the Strongbox and praying. Thanks for the awesome stream. That's good. That's good. I mean, hey, the VOD is here if you want to watch it. If you would like to. Although for real, like most of the stream was me just talking to chat because I forgot maintenance was today. Good stuff. Good stuff. We also had some new Twitch followers and new Twitch people and all that great stuff, and it was good. It's good. But I will be returning on Thursday, so you know that is something to look forward to. Also, I'm gonna try to make more shorts on YouTube. I really need to try to do that. Okay. Well, until next time, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Peace out, everybody. Have a lovely, wonderful evening, especially Zaz. Especially Zaz.